This is why we check our tech. This is why we check our tech. Now they can hear us. Okay. Hi, gang. Welcome. It is Sunday night. It's time for a little Dungeons and Dragons here on Indigo Chameleon. Thanks for tuning in to Barovia's Battle of the Bands. It's me, your good bud, Strahd. Hi, welcome. We've got a few announcements before we get started with tonight's game. We've got a Discord. You can come hang out and follow along on the Discord and meet some cool folks here on the Discord. It's going to be a good time. We also have a merch store. You can get all sorts of cool merch like t-shirts, mugs, and shower curtains, and all sorts of cool stuff like that. It's pretty great. So thank you for supporting us here and helping us keep the lights on. You can support us also by subscribing. If you have an Amazon Prime account, I think you can get a free subscription with your Amazon Prime account. But yeah, every little bit helps, and we appreciate you. But that's enough out of my face. Look at these amazing rock stars.
Yeah! Did it.
These rock stars ready to rock your face off. You can subscribe. You're the best, may say. Let's see. Upcoming schedule for this week. We have a lot of cool stuff coming. This coming week on Wednesday, we go back to the Unbroken Veil, New Orleans, with some fun shenanigans coming. I know we've taken a few weeks off, a couple of weeks here and there, and stuff like that. So tune in for that. On Thursday, we go to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight Carnival. Normally we're there. However, we're getting a little break from the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. So tune in. Here, let me do this. Hang on.
Sorry. Thank you.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Tune in for a special Candlekeep episode where we get to create brand new characters. I've created a blind gunman. Has anybody ever seen Once Upon a Time in Mexico?
Yeah.
So I created a blind gunman character that is a avatar for the Raven Queen that finds escaped souls. The best queen. So other than that, so tune in for that on Thursday for some interesting new characters and things of that sort. For a one-off, it's going to be a little extra long too. And then on Sunday we go back to Strahd. Strahd sucks with some cool shenanigans.
You can't follow that with Strahd sucks because that's just too far.
Only DMs. Strahd sucks.
Strahd sucks edition.
It's all about the emphasis.
Also, I just found out today, gang. We are if somebody just followed, we are 11 or 12 individuals away from cracking 1,500. Big deal for Indigo Chameleon. We love telling those stories. Not only are we doing cool stuff here, but I'm surrounded by very talented individuals that are lending their amazing creative prowess to my table. Individuals such as Kat. Hi, Kat.
Hey.
Where can people check out the cool stuff you do?
You can check out me at Marquee Artway Productions, where I write immersive horror love stories that are terrifying and wonderful, and you should check me out because that's coming up very soon. And then I also play Vampire the Masquerade on Rep RPG on Fridays with my amazing DM Sway, and I'm also going to start running a Wonder Home campaign for Rep RPG next month on Sunday mornings 10 to 12. In which we're going to be cute animals, and I'm going to give cute animals trauma.
I imagine it's going to be like the Great British Baking Bake-Off show, like just
but
pure
every once in a
serotonin.
while, I throw in a curveball.
A little bit of drama.
A little bit of drama.
Yeah, you bring the drama.
Sunday morning puppies and drama.
Sunday morning puppies and drama.
Dear time.
Until the cute animals cry, and you're like, JK, I did not mean to upset you, cute
I will
animal.
cry on stream.
It's deer time.
Bad things happen. No, I'm just kidding. You're fine. Glitter. Not only can you check out those cool things, but you can also see Maz. Maz is always doing cool stuff. Where can people get the good oral from?
Well, you
Maz?
can't see me, but you can hear me on Google Play, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Justin Jacinto. We're putting up new episodes whenever I have the time to put up new episodes. So I've stopped trying to make a calendar for it. But come find us. Usually Wednesdays. But come find us. We're about to head into a new continent, so I have to develop a new arc in like 24 hours because the game is tomorrow.
Me and Scott are going to go see Dad.
I'm sure it's fine. It's going to be great.
No big deal.
Get to work.
Wow.
Cass.
I have a real
hey.
close stream.
Hey.
Hi, you little chameleon, you. Decked up, and who is this?
Yeah!
Tell me about where people can check out your good cosplay stuff.
You can find me on Cassandra Cosplays on Instagram and TikTok.
You can find me at Instagram.
These sunglasses, I can't see anything.
You can find me on
That's
Instagram.
MegaCon's coming up. If you're heading to MegaCon, I'll see you there. Haley is flying in tonight. I'm really excited. She's my Harley. And yeah, lots of fun content and collaborations coming up this week. I have lots of photo shoots going on. So
Stay tuned for the latest and greatest.
yeah, I've committed to too many.
We don't know anything about overcommitment. Indigo, Kung Furious and I are going to Denver. Everybody in the Denver area, we're going to be performing our Dungeons & Dragons live improv game called Fringe and Flagons. The great folks at Denver Fringe actually had this cool thing set up. So if you go to the Denver Fringe website, which I'll be posting a link for in the Habitat later on, you can look for our show, Fringe and Flagons, and they are encouraging people to post their reviews. So if any of you, dear audience members, have seen Fringe and Flagons or seen the cool stuff, I know you did. You get a little bonus points. But want to go and support the Indigo Chameleon brand and stuff like that, you can go post like, oh man, it was amazing. I can't believe that owl summoned Cthulhu. Or like they did what with Adele? You know, they did what with Adele? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. So go check that out.
She was looking for it.
You can leave a fun review. Cool. I think that's it for announcements. I think that's it for upcoming stuff. Stay tuned to the Discord for the latest and greatest. Gang, welcome to the Battle of the Bands. We have a bunch of new dynamics in place for tonight. The two first and foremost that are going to be very important to you, our dear audience, is tonight the Bless for a Sesh under channel points has been taken off the board. Instead, you have something called Rock the Mic. It's for the same amount of biddies and the same amount of channel points. Rock the Mic is tonight, the group is going up against 3 separate bands, utilizing their magical prowess and performing skills and things of that sort. But at any point, if you want to aid our adventurers with a rocking of the mic, you will spark a laser light show, a special effect, the cannons, just some sort of epic stage effect to happen, and it's going to grant the players a boost to their performance. So it's going to be a good time. You also have something, the No Wild Magic. The Wild Magic summon has been taken off tonight, and instead,
no Strahd.
instead is The Rock Calls, You Answer.
I love Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh my god.
You can actually summon him tonight. Our audience is going to have the ability to implant themselves or NPCs that they may love, it doesn't have to be from this campaign, or famous rock and roll personalities to assist the group in a way. It's almost like they're choosing their channel divinity. If you want to summon forth the great Dio, absolutely. One half of a Tenacious D or both halves of a Tenacious D to assist the group. You can do such a thing.
Please summon Jack Black for
With
me.
karate, they will kick your ass.
Yes, from here to Tiananmen Square.
If we
Dwayne The Rock
Jack
Johnson.
Black, we win. That's it.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson can be
Strahd,
summoned. So we have a lot of good bards on call for tonight. If you have a famous character that you played here on the channel and you want them to reprise, bring them in. Let's see what they can do. Those are the two big things. Heroes.
Yeah.
When last we left, a couple of things happened. Our good boy Connie had a bit of a break, and we support having to take breaks here on the channel and things of that sort. Connie was having a rough day, and in a puff of fog and smoke, just sort of disappeared off into the ether. That being said, the group, having sort of completed their mission with the druids, and we're looking for to help our good boys in the Druid Grove, found themselves back at Dimitri's windmill as he was trying to set up the shop. You met an interesting individual by the name of Dawn, and our good Magnolia went back home to the Winter Court, where nothing bad ever happens.
Emphasis on courts.
Yep.
Put Court in stars.
Nothing can go wrong.
Pyre finally got the ore back, and in a gut-wrenching decision, decided to release the trapped energy and power of the Fire Genasi people that they had been set forth to release. And because of that, there was an interaction with the Fire Genasi sort of godlike being, and Pyre realized that the flame was inside of them the whole time. Maybe the real magic was the friends we burned along the way.
Fire spells into your body.
I'm a little singed.
Yeah. All of that being said, as the armies began to enclose upon the windmill, a veritable army of roadies showed up, telling the individuals that were there that they were not on the VIP list, and began to forcefully escort them away from the proceedings. The group received a message from an individual that looked exactly like Connie, but known as Sid Venom. Sid was inviting the group to join him because they don't have much time to rehearse before the Battle of the Bands for all of Barovia was to take place, and that is immediately where we are picking up. So, heroes, you with the head roadie sort of letting you guys know this and seeing the message from Sid, you are very quickly rushed away into the longest wagon you've ever seen in your life. The wagon has just there's probably like 8 wheels on the ground. There's 8 horses.
Is it like a stretch wagon?
Yeah, you could almost call it like a stretch wagon.
Is there a big sunroof?
Yeah.
Is there a warm tub in the back?
There's a warm tub in the back of this long wagon.
This is great.
If we're going off of Disney rules right now, you got like, how many backstage passes do we need? You know what I mean? As everybody piles into the long wagon. The wagon is stocked with every kind of booze you can imagine.
Oh my God.
And some you couldn't and wouldn't want to imagine that have been in there because the crowd.
Tequila.
Rum Keela vodka. Where it's all just mixed together. The craft services team went above and beyond. Throughout the course of your long stretch wagon ride, all of you mark down a long rest as you go to sleep. And at one point, you have the person driving the wagon is just a little chatty, and Afira, you go over and you just move this little crank, and this window just slowly rises up and sort of.
Oh no! Afira is just drinking every sugary soda she can find and pushing every button in that wagon.
Okay, yeah. I think then he would be the one to raise the.
Pushing it, but it's going like this.
Afira is drinking the mixture.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
We have no mixers.
We have no mixture.
Straight no chaser. Here we go.
Dawn's like, I haven't had alcohol for 15 years.
Maraschino cherries are gone.
Everybody else rests. Afira is like wide-eyed. You know. Are you okay? Yeah, Pixie's facing. Like, it's just.
Oh my God, Furia.
My mom says
Stop.
So after a fair bit of time, you actually find yourselves in this pretty wide open clearing as the long stretch wagon takes you to the back of your main stage. Standing behind the stage where the wagon is sort of pulled up, you're already hearing the people of Barovia crowding around. The smells of different like food trucks and things of that sort have already sort of been up. You're in a festival space, but standing behind the stage is an individual that looks like they've been chain smoking cigarettes for the past couple of days, when really it's only been like 45 minutes. What does that individual look like?
So you see Connie, but Connie is so he wears Mr. Parnham's jacket, and Mr. Parnham's jacket kind of changes colors. It's now black camo. He has spikes on his wrist, and his hair is really long. His glasses have turned into sunglasses, dark sunglasses, and he is pacing back and forth and smoking a cigarette. And he turns and yells, he's like, "That's not supposed to go there! Come on!" And turns and sees the wagon with you all arriving, and starts darting forward toward you.
Yep.
Amazing.
Hey! You're here! You're here! Oh my God, you're here! Oh, guys! Oh, listen. Sorry, I'm a huge fan. I know you probably have some questions. It's all good. Listen, my name's Sid. I know I look like Connie. I am Connie, sort of. But anyway, it's not important right now. Right now, what's important is that I am huge fans, man. I have been watching the show. I've been watching you guys for a while, right? And I'm just like your adventures have inspired me. I've written a double album. All right, I've written a double album in the last month just from watching your adventures in my dreams. It's been amazing. So I'm really glad that you're here. We have some work to do. We have to come up with a song and put together a band and work together. Hi, I don't know you. Hi.
Hi.
You're new. All right, cool. Hi, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna put together a band. And we've got to kick Strahd's ass, all right?
I can get behind that.
I probably should have thought this through a little longer. Do you all know how to play any instruments?
Amazing you asked that question. No.
I am very good at instruments. I have mine with me.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, that's good. Okay, at least that's something.
Okay, first of all, love your vibe, everything about it.
Thanks! I am a huge fan. You are hot, and I mean, like, freaking flaming hot.
Yeah, what have you been watching us?
Yeah, so, like, about a month ago, I guess, maybe a few weeks, I started having, seeing my TV.
Yeah.
It's like a screen that you can, anyway, you started showing up. Like, it started just like go fuzz, and then I'd see you guys and see what you were doing. And then it started hitting me in my dreams. And then just yesterday, I took 4 Valium and passed out. And then all of a sudden I was like on this big ship sitting next to Connie.
Okay.
And it was like, there was a tree there, and I was like, dude, you should smash into it. And he heard me. And then we smashed into it, and then next thing you know, I was like, here.
I like you. You're weird.
Yeah. What's
Cool.
Valium? And do you possess Connie?
I don't think so. I don't think I possess him, but I mean, I guess I am possessing him.
Oh, you're inside Connie's head and you're watching his life like a TV screen, but then you took over.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. She's
Okay.
got it. Yep. Nailed.
Not the weirdest
Amazing.
You're kind of cooler than Connie,
great.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Connie. Nothing wrong with Connie.
Aw, thanks.
Connie, if you're in there, I like you too.
I don't know if he is or not.
Well, I'm more of a dancer with fire, but I did play at least ceremonial drums, so I am familiar with drums.
Awesome. Drummer with pyro? It's perfect. You're perfect. You're done.
I can set them on
You're
fire
the
and
drummer.
play them?
Yes.
I like this
Oh,
one.
hell yeah. Set them on. If you don't set them on fire and play them, I am going to be very upset.
He said it. You all heard it. He said I could set them on fire. So I'm just saying.
He did say
said it.
that.
What about you,
Set
Woody?
people on fire.
Yeah, right. I mean, like, I do a bit of some instrumentals with my pen flute. I play it with my friends in the room, right?
All right. Maybe a little Jethro Tull vibe I'm getting here. Okay.
No death rolls, no mate. Like, I'm like properly good.
No. I'm sorry. It's a band. They play. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
sure.
Band flute. We can work with that. We can work with that.
Lots of flute.
It's better than kazoo. Okay.
Oh no, she's like real good at it now. She's gonna do
All
it
right,
forever now.
Maddox, my man. You have got to play something awesome.
Alright, so I've been known. I was known to play the lyre in a little bit of life. So
Yeah, I play the lyre too.
it's like, you know.
You play the lyre?
Huh? No, I was one.
Are you making a play on words? Did you actually play the lyre? 'Cause that's
At
sort
some
of
point,
like an
yes.
angelic instrument. You know, like the opposite of that.
Lyre,
I
is
feel
that
like
like
I feel
a-
that's like a little like judgy.
Is that like a harp or what's a?
No, it's like it's
It's an angel harp.
it's kind of like
It's got strings.
Yeah, that's a
All right, you play guitar. You're in.
fantastic.
Hi. Who are you? You're cool.
We just got
Listening.
I'm John.
What's your name?
You see this guy that looks a little out of their element. Sid. Their eyes are very wide and things of that sort. But they're radiating light from them, almost. But they're just a little out of their depth.
Have angel wings.
They've got these little angel wings. It's straight out of a Led Zepp.
This is awesome. You look like the cover of Van Halen 1984.
Yes.
I don't know what that
is. No. This is cool.
Okay.
So, hi, Dawn. Do you play an instrument or sing? Or?
I can make very nice lights and set things on fire.
Yeah.
We like fire and lights. Lights. Okay, a light show. You don't play any instruments, so you know what I mean?
I don't.
Maybe you could sing a little back.
I can try.
When you ask that, a very familiar-looking face flutters down from the sky. Go ahead, Ophelia. Are you going to say something?
No, I was just going to say I just thought of something, and she closes her eyes and concentrates really hard, and there's sounds of drums, because I can do minor illusion, and you can do sounds of drum beats and things like that.
You could do that.
I would have to keep casting it over and over and over.
Are you taking the drums from me?
Oh, I thought you were drums. Oh, cool. I forgot. I'm sorry.
I would let you do any musical instrument, but it's got to be the same thing every 6 seconds.
Okay, listen. Yes. That's perfect. You're the bass player. Listen, it's the same thing every single time. You just play the bass line. That's all you gotta do is play the bass line.
She's got the kazoo.
I can.
Well, she can double with the kazoo. Well, she gets the bass line going and
she's the first person to play bass with the
kazoo. I love it.
By the way, this is Esmeralda.
Oh, hi, Esmeralda. How are you?
Another individual who looks just completely sort of shocked and is like...
Me and Esmeralda have the same face on.
Esmeralda's like, is this what sort of happens all the time?
Honestly, these sort of things just sort of happen to us and we just kind of go with it.
What's going on with the sky?
What?
And as she says that, everybody sort of looks up at the sky. There is a zigzagging pattern across the sky, almost as if somebody was opening up a seam to something, and the normal gray of the sky has been replaced with just this zigzagging seam of dark purple, which is cutting through the sky. As everyone sort of looks up, a familiar figure flutters down from the sky, and it's Archie, the little owl, and things of that sort. As he goes, "Hey guys, how's it going? It's really good to see everybody again. I just wanted to let everyone know, welcome to the Battle of the Bands, as put forth by Mr. Sid Venom. We're not even sure how this is at all possible, since some of us don't actually exist on this plane. But here we are.
Oh my god, you look just like my stuffy!" And she pulls out the Archie stuffy.
I don't see the resemblance. As he pushes the glasses up. It's like, okay, maybe if you were to like squint or something. Anyway, gang, I just want to let you know, this is going to be your tech crew, and he like looks around and then he gives this little, he tries to do like a sharp whistle, but it's just him going like as he spits on his like feathers. As he does, your crew chief shows up. It is a giant minotaur. However, the minotaur is fur or hair is cut into this very sharp mohawk of hair.
Stop selling, I'm in.
That has been dyed a bright red.
Is there
This minotaur is flanked by like 30 other individuals, all with different mohawks. All of the minotaurs are of different like sort of sizes and makes, but each of them has the bright red mohawk on their head. It's like, hey, how's it going? Like you said, like I'm here to set up your stage, however sort of configuration you want. Here's how things are gonna play out tonight. It's a battle of the bands for supremacy over all of Barovia. And when he says supremacy over all of Barovia, that crack in the sky extends a little bit more. Like that just sort of spreads out a little bit. He looks up, he goes, all right, that's fine. He goes, so each of you are going to be adding an element, and me and the other Red Bulls are going to make sure that you have everything that you possibly need to get the stage geared up. It looks like the first band that you are going up against is going to be choir practice. So you're going to be going up against choir practice. Some dude named the Abbott's band for this. So you're going to be going up against them. That's your first competition. Here's what you need to do. The crowd is the judge, okay? If the crowd is on your side and they're cheering for you more than they're cheering for choir practice gets kicked out, and the head of the band gets killed. Okay?
Well,
Nice.
happens. It's fine.
Okay?
So the head of any band that doesn't win gets killed.
Yeah, who's your front man?
It depends on what
Nobody wants to.
We'll get to that in case you're
right,
listening. We're gonna stay optimistic and things of that sort.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it. So all I need from you all, just so you know, there's going to be like a period of 30 minutes that we like to refer to as pre-show. Heroes, this is how it's going to work tonight. I went over this a little bit before the game started, but I'm doing this for the audience. Pre-show is everybody's going to have an action to basically, before the show starts, to do whatever they want to do to sort of influence the crowd. Influence the crowd, maybe a little bit of sabotage. If you get caught, though, like, you're going to be excluding yourself from the band, like, stuff can happen and things of that sort. So it's basically either setting stuff up for the performance or things along those lines. There is a tech booth behind the stage where you can still see the entirety of the stage, but you are separate from any magical mishaps or attacks or things that might take place going on the stage. Whoa, what's up, Raid? The Battle of the Band. Every mag's the best mags. Every mag in the world. Welcome. We love you. So the tech booth is there, okay? Battle of the Bands is going to be taking place. You'll have that 30 minutes where everybody's going to have a movement to do this, and then the performance is going to start. Every single person here will make a performance check, even if you're back behind stage and doing lights and things of that sort. Your collective performance check, all of those numbers added up together, goes against the other side's performance check, okay? So, that being said, every time you're going to have a front man. What's up, Jay? Have fun. You're going to have a front man, okay? That front man's performance check is doubled.
Yes.
So, for the Abbott and the Beastmen, the Abbott's performance check is doubled, okay? Who's ever the front man for you guys, who's ever taken lead vocals or run to the front of this, gets a double on their performance check. So it's best to put the high charisma dudes or dudettes up front towards the center, okay? That being said, the Red Bulls ask you, okay, it's time to customize your stage. Each and every one of you are going to add a customized feature to this stage. It can be about your instrument, it can be a special effect, it can be something that you're adding to the stage to make it your own. What are we adding?
I want stomp buttons all over the front of the stage that you can stomp on at any point, and it shoots confetti and glitter and streamers into the audience.
I will take it one step further. I'm about this, okay? You have confetti cannons. There are 6 on the stage, okay? A confetti cannon will also fire off a burst of wild magic, okay? Everybody has one button. Okay, everybody gets one. Tell them, Peter.
Everyone gets one.
Yeah, that's right. So everybody's got one wild magic button that you can shoot off, and that's also going to shoot off a burst of confetti. When you shoot off the wild magic cannon, I love this. You need to tell me whether that wild magic effect is for your band or for the opposite band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. That is the first thing you add to the stage. The Red Bulls, poof, immediately start working on this, setting up confetti cannons and things of that sort. They make easy, quick work of this. What else are we adding to the stage?
So when I play the pan flute, like when I get to that solo where that high note is,
everybody looks forward to the pan flute solo in every band you go to. Yeah,
Moonbeam comes in, so it's this huge like shot of light that just.
I think the head Red Bull's like, you want the freaking moon? I love it. Yeah, absolutely.
Bring me the moon, Mike.
Yeah,
bring me the moon.
You see this one dude who's like, Carl, go get the moon. He's like, shit. Immediately starts climbing up to the rafters and setting up a giant, like, sort of moonbeam. It's only one time. You only get one activation of it, but at one point, all the lights in the entire stadium are going to dim, and you're going to get a burst of moonlight that's going to center on you for an epic pan flute solo. Okay, perfect. Which means your performance will be an advantage for that. Okay,
I'm going to take Chris's lead on this one. and I'm going to give the amps shatter.
Okay.
So if we do,
We're gonna
That's
kill the audience, yeah!
potentially hazardous.
no. It's probably only gonna be to the top amps. If I don't want to hurt the audience, but what I want to do is that first strum, and just to shatter their or to wiggle their stage.
Okay, I will say this. This amps could be used to shake their stage because the other stage is so far away. Your stage is here, large crowd of people, other stage. I will say that you could use this to do like a little shake to the other stage if something's happening, or maybe even the grounds. Or if a projectile has been sent over, these are aimed so that if you timed it just right, it would be a like explosion. Okay. All right. Cool. Amps with shatter. All right. What else are we adding?
I'm gonna use the sanctuary spell wherever the head person's gonna stand.
Okay.
So if anyone on the other side tries to attack the head person,
I will say we'll call this the head mic. You cast sanctuary on the microphone.
Yeah.
There is this microphone stand. I need everybody while Dawn is casting this. I need everybody else, not you, so Ryan, Tracy, Cass, Chris, to give me perception checks.
Can it be like a scarf on the mic?
Yeah, you got a little scarf on the mic.
Yeah.
That's sanctuary.
23.
23.
22.
22.
7. What roll?
7. Perception.
Oh my god.
I'm distracted.
18.
The mic stand, the stand itself is the Golthias staff.
We broke that.
Oh.
You did break that.
That's a bit of a problem, everyone.
All right.
Hey, my stand is the Goliath staff that I know I broke, and that's a really evil thing.
Sid grabs it.
Okay. Yeah. Sid, you got it. It's got some power to it and things of that sort. So
Check
it's
it out.
it's good. It's good.
All right.
All right.
See how it plays out?
whoever has that, if the other team does long does attack,
They have to make a wisdom save to even attack them. Or I love this. Yeah, you do, Flandero. All right. What else are we adding?
I would like to have, I guess, I'm torn between Summon Draconic Spirit and Wall of Fire to set up kind of a sentry that if anyone attacks us from backstage or on stage,
I'm into
this. It would send up like almost a defense of that would look like pyrotechnics.
Give me one or the other. You either have a sentry, like you create a big ol' like F off like fire genasi that's like, do you have a pass? Like, you know what I mean? Like the dude's wearing a shirt that's like extra medium, like that's the size, like you can see their heartbeat, like that's the dude. Or you set up an alarm system so that if anywhere you are in the fairgrounds, if somebody's trying to mess with your stuff, all of the pyrotechnics are going to go off.
The second one.
You want that? You want the alarm system? All right.
So just in case the shatter fails,
Nice.
back up.
I'll say that there's
just like
an alarm
backstage,
system.
on stage,
Gotcha.
like any of those.
Backstage or on stage?
You said on stage, right?
I'm on
So
stage.
I'll do backstage.
Okay. So you have an alarm system. If anybody's trying to mess with your stuff during the pre-show or things of that sort, the pyrotechnics are going to go off.
Yeah.
Okay. To just alert you. I think I need one more, right, bud?
That's, I think, just me. So, Sid would like a mini replica of Castle Ravenloft in the back of the house. And
Okay.
I want it to be rigged to explode.
A mini version of Castle Ravenloft.
Not too small. I want it to be pretty
I will see it-
size enough that people can
Sid, I'm going to say this.
see it, and I'll do it as an homage to Strahd.
I
You know,
miss
it's
Sid.
like
I will say this. You have a version, like the Red Bulls are like, okay, do you want this to be the backdrop for your stage? Like, do you want this to be
okay, so if our stage is here and then the other stage is there and the other stage is there, I want Castle Ravenloft way the heck over on the other side behind the audience.
behind the
I
audience?
want
Okay.
it behind the audience.
I will say, like, the Red Bulls are like, okay, they're going and they're building this replica of Ravenloft. A lot of individuals are looking already. Yeah, what's up, Lynn?
And this is asking for me mechanically. We're using resources for this, yes?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. So they're going and they're building this like replica of Ravenloft. People are really confused because they automatically assume that this is Strahd who has built this. Like it seems like a very Strahd thing. And it's
an
accurate, right? Like super accurate. You've got a little red button. Okay, that it can either be a little red button or a key, and then turn the ignition.
Yeah, just put the button on Castle Ravenloft.
All right, the button's on Castle Ravenloft. Cool. You take a little bit of time to set up your stage and things of that sort. With that being said, as you give the orders to the Red Bulls immediately start getting everything set up, leaving you your 30 minutes to do whatever you would like to do. Immediately, right across away from you, the second band sets up. You see choir practice. Monstrosities begin to take the stage. Individuals of giant stature. You've kind of seen them before, these kind of half men, half animals and things of that sort. However, these individuals have been experimented on, and the instruments that you see are built into their bodies. Think Frankensteinian in nature, like instead of a left arm, it's a giant like cello, and then things of that sort. Some of them are bringing out cymbals where their hands should be. There is this sense of like sort of like dread as the abbot is kind of walking out on stage, directing individuals to go to different spots on the stage and bringing them, listening to acoustics, doing that sort of small walk as he looks over at all of you on your stage and just gives a polite nod as he begins to set up.
Dawn goes behind the stage. Dawn's like, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me.
Yeah.
What is the aesthetic of this group? Is everything very dark? Like, what do the instruments look like? Are they dark? Is there a color scheme?
Are they choir robes?
What's the aesthetic?
The aesthetic is simplistic. You all have these sort of bright, flashy outfits. You're able to change. It's very colorful. It's light. You're here to play rock and roll. This looks like the field trip for the elementary kids. Like, we're gonna go listen to them play. Like the instruments that are coming out are mostly classical in nature. Like you see some violins, you see, you do see some like drums and things of that sort, but it's things of that sort. And the band is massive as they're bringing out chairs and setting up music stands and things of that sort. Just like the abbot, everything is structured. An individual comes over and one of the creatures accidentally drops their music on the ground and it scatters everywhere. And the abbot just glides over, and as they do, their skin glows bright white, and they snap the neck of the creature, sending it scattering, like taking him and throwing him off the stage into the crowd. People sort of scatter and look at it as the chairs all switch and everybody moves up a chair. Like there is this sense of just like everything is in its place, everything is in its order, everything is being set up aesthetic-wise.
Does it look like there's a lead of the group of some sort?
The abbot.
And if so, what is the instrument that the abbot has?
The abbot does not have an instrument. As the abbot begins to set up on the stage, you see that they reach into their side and bring out what appears to be a very long, thin wand, which you imagine they are going to use to conduct choir practice and begin to do this. So, heroes, you have 30 minutes of pre-show to be able to do whatever you would like to do, and to either scope out the area, to learn information about your band, this other band, to set you guys up for a win, whatever you would like to do.
And the other band's at the same time as us.
The other band is going to be playing at the exact same time, trying to get as many people into their stuff, which you're not sure how that's possible, because it's all just people of Barovia. Yeah. The regular people of Barovia that are coming out, and already people are edging closer to your side just based on the appearance alone. You know what I mean?
How far away is their stage?
Their stage is exactly 100 feet across.
Cool.
Leaving a giant sort of pit in the center there.
There is.
Dawn's gonna kind of like scoot over to where Pyre is, and he goes, "We don't really know each other very well, but I'm very uncomfortable being still alone. Can I stand with you while that one's over there?"
Yeah. No, you feel sort of warm. I've got trust issues.
Me too.
Okay, yeah.
Wonderful.
I'd be happy to stay with you if you'd like as well. I can sort of keep an eye on things. I'm not much for performing, but I'd be interested in helping you.
That man has threatened to cut off my wings one too many times.
She immediately takes a knife out and begins to cut across the stage.
No, yeah.
Do you want me to?
No.
Yeah, get him, babe.
Yeah. As she begins to walk across the stage, you hear a cough from the Red Bulls. It's like, listen, there's a way we're doing this. All right, the trade-off is this. I'm not sure how this guy was able to pull it off, but we have tapped into a power base here.
Okay.
But in the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the rock. And it was good.
Yeah.
And it's the only power in this world that can touch and affect everybody. But if you're going to do this, if you're going to accept the rock has control over the outcome of Barovia, then you got to do this in the right way.
What's the right way?
To rock out.
Okay, Esmeralda.
We wait to kill everyone till afterwards.
Maybe you can.
That's our finale, is killing people.
Okay.
God,
I just
God.
go.
I just
Right,
don't
we gotta
leave
wait
me
till-
alone.
Dawn, you're with me.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
Esmeralda, maybe we could do a bit of reconnaissance or perhaps like security backstage since you're so good with your weapons.
And she goes, I'll go with her. And you see Terry just sort of go away. And
Yes!
I goes, hang on, I've got the right thing. And reaches down and takes a small bit of chalk, and on his shining silver armor writes security.
Yes,
and he
oh
goes,
my
God.
you and me. I'm in charge and you'll be my deputy. And Esmeralda's like, I don't like that. And Terry's like, that's fair. And they just begin to walk around the space.
Yeah.
Heroes, what are we doing with our pre-show time? You don't have to do
It's
anything.
gonna take 10 minutes. He needs 10 minutes to himself. He's gonna roll up some Barovia Baja.
Okay.
And he's gonna cast Legend Lore to learn Strahd's most embarrassing secret.
Oh my god. Perfect.
Most embarrassing secret?
Most embarrassing. What's he got?
God. Ooh, secret.
Out of his chair.
Secret. The DM is out.
I've never seen you laugh.
Oh, they're going outside.
Oh, we're like 9 followers away right now from 1,500. So thank you guys. 9 followers.
9 followers away.
Come on, everybody.
Share it on your social
Give us-
medias,
Do
y'all.
it. Give us some love. All
us
takes
some love.
just a minute.
All right.
Just 1 second of your time.
So should I tell you what I'm going to try to do to sabotage the band and see if he lets me get away with it? Okay. So my plan is, because this other band seems to order a lot.
Yeah.
So, and I'm really good at creating chaos.
Sure are.
So what I'd like to do is go find some sort of insect, bug, lizard, I don't know, anything living on the ground, because I'm pretty sure it'll fail a polymorph check.
I'm pretty sure.
Do you need me to summon a few things for you to polymorph?
Well, because I can only really polymorph one.
yeah, but I can
that's
summon
okay.
things. I can
But I
summon
can also
things for you to
druid
polymorph.
craft a
Well,
spell.
I feel
so-
like if it's a real animal, it's going to be confused, and what I want is the most chaos
Thank you for
possible.
everyone following.
So,
I know we're stalling because
So I but maybe chat can help me figure out the most chaotic. My initial thought was a rhinoceros, but
Ooh,
can
that's a good
anybody
one.
think of
Would there be a
anything more
rhinoceros
chaotic?
just walking around?
No, I want to
'cause I
drop
can
it on the stage to have it just plow through the group of
Can
people.
you drop an animal? How do you?
Well, no, I was gonna drop a cockroach on the stage.
Yeah.
Polymorph it into a rhinoceros and have it rage through the stage.
Well, because I can conjure animals that I can control.
Yeah, we might want to control a little bit.
And, well, you can polymorph one of them, and I can give them all the
we could work
directives
together.
of cause
You
chaos.
could conjure animals and do that, and then I could do this, and we've got multiple animals. We, could
Now-
We
do,
don't want to make it
demolish
too
the whole
obvious,
thing.
though, because if you make it super obvious, they're gonna attack.
Right,
us.
but what if it was birds or something?
Yeah, but
and
also-
they don't
Flock
know.
of birds would be good.
I have druidcraft where I can make a sensory smell.
So
I can from the other side of their stage make the smell of a skunk or something like that.
oh, that's a good
That way they
Oh,
turn and
I
come
also
to our
like
side.
hippo. Hippo is good too.
I'm
Because
a-
with conjure animals, I can conjure literally anything, like spiders, cockroaches, bats.
I'm gonna start a mosh pit.
All right.
The male
And they're back
venomous.
in the third quarter.
Come on, dragon.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, we totally didn't come up
can
with
summon
things.
some
to-
bats.
Connie, Sid just got the largest lore dump I've ever given.
But Sid did not.
Connie doesn't know shit.
Connie doesn't know anything. Sid's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, but Sid smokes some Barovia bomber and just like zones out for a little bit, watches, and just kind of zones out, goes into the ether. What is everybody else doing with your moments of pre-show?
Looking at Sid like, y'all gonna share?
No. He's not sharing.
Maddox is gonna pull freak out and launch him into the crowd and start multiplying him.
Oh.
Okay. How many times?
Twice. I want to start a mosh pit of imps.
Okay. You watch as like
That's the most metal thing.
Freak is like, and you just take him and you throw him in the crowd. As you do, people are like, ooh, volleyball, and they punch Freak, and Freak boom, splits into two, and then those balls go wee.
Yeah.
And there are freaks now infiltrating the entirety of the area.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your save to maintain your intelligence while Freak has been separated. That is your pre-show. What's your pre-show, Kat?
I really.
Actually, I appreciate the fact that you're freaked out by the abbot right now.
Yeah, like
Take this then. I'll treat this like you're preparing something. It's almost like sword strike. So you'll have a check coming up this next. I'll say that you're taking your time to just kind of collect yourself.
Yeah.
Take it at advantage.
This is specifically with Dawn.
Yeah.
Since you're with me so close, I think she's gonna notice that you're so nervous, and she's gonna pull out her Archie doll and say, "Hold on to this. You can't have it, but you can borrow it for a bit. This will keep you from being frightened by things."
As she takes it, the doll begins to change and morph into a pleasing form for her, and it turns into that of a tiny little bear.
That was a 26.
And that will keep you from being scared. So when you get nervous, just sort of hold on to it.
Definitely the threshold for that.
Thank
15.
you.
It's helped me. So.
The first check is 15, and then you split them again, so it goes up by 2.
Well,
which
it's
is
13, 15, 17.
13, 15. Okay, so you made the 13, you made the 15. You're good.
Cool.
Yeah, you split them. All right.
Fury's going to take advantage of the fact that she is 10 and looks 10 and is going to be playing silly kid games like hopscotch over near the other stage.
Okay.
I'm going to find an insect, like a cockroach or something like that, some sort of creepy crawly that's crawling around.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Not with wings, because I want it to stay on the stage.
Lethal Kiss just said I sound like Talus and Jaffe, and I've never been more enamored with a compliment before.
Your ego just.
So I'm looking for a way to be just like tossing things, and I want to toss a little cockroach up onto the stage.
Sure, yeah. You take a little bit of time to toss a cockroach on the stage. Do me a favor, Mike, hit that light, and we'll turn. We can at least turn the lights off. Hit the. Yeah, that's perfect. You toss a small cockroach up on the stage.
I'd like to get. I can do this from 60 feet away, but I'd like to be, 30 or 40 feet away, enough to not arouse suspicion. But also, I'm going to use one story point to use subtle spell on this.
Okay.
And I'd like to polymorph the cockroach into a rhinoceros.
Before the show starts?
Oh yeah, no, because I know that the show, because we can't really do it before, but it's going to cause chaos, and it's going to take out, because they're taking out their own band members.
Absolutely.
So it's going to reduce them to like.
I will say this. I love where your head is at. I need one stealth check to do all of this before anybody spots you, or like to notice that you're doing this. So I need a stealth check. What you got?
It's on the screen. It's 26.
Furious playing hopscotch, grabs a cockroach, polymorphs it into the pissed off rhino. I will say this: the first performance check made by the abbot is going to be at disadvantage as chaos begins to happen on stage, and you have frazzled them.
Some other hit song is playing in the distance. Who's playing that?
Yeah, like it's he is so angry as music stands get like pushed off the stage and things of that sort. Like the crowd is already laughing at the chaos that's up there, and people are just like, "Can you believe this?" Like they're just sort of looking up on the stage.
There's a freak riding the rhinoceros.
It's like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we doing?
So Ironwood is taking his pan flute and he's carving in a whole bunch of different runes for a charmed person.
Okay.
So as he plays it, like just the breath going through each like bamboo shoot, it shoots out into the crowd. So all those people who are nearby gets like charmed.
I will say this. I will make a save for those individuals. What's your spell save DC?
That is going to be...
Charm person is usually for one person.
Yep.
I will do this.
15.
I will increase the DC of this.
Sure.
Or decrease the DC of this by 1 for every 5 people you want to infect. Or you want to try to affect with this spell.
So, as
so
he
it's a
goes to
DC
play,
15.
Yeah, 15.
How many people do you want to try to affect with this?
So my guess would be the entire front row. So my guess, let's just say 30 people.
You want to... Okay.
6, 9.
So, okay.
Let's
So they have to
numbers.
pass a DC 9 check right now.
Sure.
What was it?
I rolled an 8. Front row starts buying T-shirts before the band plays. You know what I mean? Like they're just
Strahd
like
sucks.
Strahd sucks with 3 X's. You know what I mean? And the last X is like dripping blood off of it and things of that sort.
Write that down. I want to buy it.
Yeah.
I want these shirts.
Okay. You got the front row is in team Strahd sucks.
Sweet.
Pyre's gonna cast Skywrite up above the stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's gonna say Strahd sucks in the same font that the t-shirts.
You were going to be starting this off at a premium. If anything affects the audience, the front row is not going to be affected. As you do that up at the front, I will give you Pyre, I'll do this. You know it's there. The audience knows it's there. I'm going to give you a +5 on your performance check.
Yeah.
All right. That being said, after a lot of time backstage, a very high Sid comes out.
Hey, how you doing?
The group.
Nice.
He's not that high.
Hey, we know the Wizard of Weed, so.
Yeah.
You hear a woo from the crowd as like 7 sloths in the back are already making.
Can we be sponsored by the Wizards of Weed?
You could certainly try next round if you want to do your backstage. Yeah.
We're going.
We need a sponsor.
Okay.
You gotta find your purpose.
Who is taking the lead on this one in terms of initiative?
I guess it's going to have to be me, you guys.
Go for it.
I know I'm risking getting Connie's head chopped off, but it's a risk.
He'll come back. It's cool.
Yeah, he's good.
The Beast instrument hybrids are on the stage, and they're all looking at the abbot as the abbot sort of stands and takes off of their robes that which normally hold on to them. The abbot has this pale white skin. Their eyes have been replaced by this unholy light, and those eyes are darting to look directly at dawn. Their wings unfold, and as the wings unfold, the abbot takes to the sky, hovering 15 feet off of the stage with the wand poised at the ready, waiting for some sort of signal to start. As Archie, standing in the middle of the crowd, snaps his fingers, and you both vie to see who's going to play first.
And while we're rolling, I have a request from Haunted Hostess, who's about to board her plane, that Esmeralda gets a kiss before the show starts.
Esmeralda goes, wait, and runs up on stage, and she goes, for luck, and gives you a wee kiss. You get a D8 of inspiration from
Wonderful.
Esmeralda.
That's on top of the
19 on the initiative.
19? I got a 16. So, Strahd Sucks is going first. There is this sort of strum, there is a collective energy from the band itself. As heroes, you begin to play. What does Strahd Sucks sound like? As the lighting sort of kicks off, as our bass player begins to play and our drummers sort of kick off and things of that sort, I need your first performance check of the night, please.
Everyone?
Everyone.
From everyone.
You said I get it at advantage, right?
Yes.
Because I have a +0.
Oh yeah, buddy, let's go.
Okay.
25.
Glad I got
25.
Nat 1.
Nat 1.
Oh my god!
That is an automatic
Wait,
failure.
wasn't everybody at advantage? It was 1 at advantage?
Not everybody was at
Oh,
advantage. If you did certain things,
re-roll
Well,
that.
like
I'm so
look at
glad
what
that I
it
have
was.
a +13. That was
Okay.
a 19.
19. So 19 doubled,
It's 48.
38.
38.
Just make
I'm
sure
curious trying to get the hang of this kazoo bass, the bass kazoo, and it's only an 8. So sorry, she doesn't
not
have
a
a great
great-
sense of rhythm.
22.
22 is going to help.
12.
Okay. You are very solid in the 80s at this point, as you begin to play and things of that sort. The music is this soft, powerful rock, as everybody's trying to find their footing. As that happens, the other band kind of gets the crowd is definitely feeling you, and then the choir practice begins to play as the abbot looks over and says very loudly, "I'm going to take you to church." I need everybody to give me a charisma saving throw as the wand comes back and hits the stage. You are all hit by the spell Calm Emotions. As the soft, lilting music of the classical music begins to slow everyone down a bit, and everyone just starts getting that drowsy feeling, except for the beastmen that have infiltrated the audience. The majority of the other audience begins to slow down and sleep, and you realize that he's going to win this because there will only be 5 or 6 individuals that are still awake. Charisma saving throw.
26.
You stay in it. You stay in it.
We got plus
You
2,
have a
right?
reroll, by the way. One big no.
Charisma save.
Charisma save. Sorry.
What do we get to our saving throws for being around Paladin?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
It's a 17 plus 8.
You
25.
manage to stay up.
28.
28. You're still up.
22.
22. 22. Everybody stays up. As this wave of calm emotions begins to set out over you, you continue playing. I need your second performance check of the night, please.
Can we do something
Everyone?
during this or no?
You are welcome to do something during this. You each have an action that you can do that does not include your performance check, as calm emotions is sweeping over the audience. People are just that were kind of rocking and being in it to win it are just are just sitting on the ground cross-legged.
Can I cast Fairy Fire on all of us to make us bright lights, light people up?
I will totally allow that. Does everybody purposely fail their save?
Yes.
Okay, all of you begin to illuminate as if you are truly outrageous, truly outrageous with fairy fire. The brilliant colors coming off of you at this point. My performance checks around the horn.
16.
16.
Another 17.
7. This is hot.
I keep
22.
22.
I'm gonna fail so soon.
Nat 20, 33. Yeah,
Plus
Sid is
66.
fire.
18 plus 5, so 23.
Plus 23. Oh my god.
16 plus 0.
16!
For some reason, the crew gets into their vibe, okay? You score 160 performance checks by all of you all together. With that, are you doing anything in retaliation to this calm emotion spell that is going
I did the fairy fire
on?
to wake everyone
You
up.
did the fairy fire?
I think
So from the other side
play harder.
of from their side,
Yeah.
doing a sensory effect of smell as a skunk or something smelly, so that way they move from that side to our side.
Okay, can that travel 100 yards? Or 100 feet?
It says instantaneous.
Druidcraft is distance.
Yes. Dear.
If the
It's
calm
30
emotion
feet,
was
so you can
attacking
do 30
Sid,
feet.
Yeah.
it would have to make a wisdom saving throw because I have the sanctuary
The
on
calm
it.
emotions is an area effect over everyone. Sanctuary works for targeted spell attacks and things of that sort, because I looked it up when you cast it. If it's a target, if it's
It's an AoE.
but AoEs
Perfect.
do not
Okay.
count in this
That's
situation.
double check.
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. So it's not going to be able to reach across.
We're good.
I can see that Dawn is not the most charismatic, so Sid's gonna turn and blow some dramatic glitter into her face. Into his face. You need to make a DC 17. What is it?
Let's see, it's a charisma check.
Charisma save.
Oh no!
Oh, it's a DC 9. It's a DC 9.
I think it's a
charisma
dex
save. It's
save.
a DC 9 DC 9 Constitution saving throw, or be blinded for 1 minute.
17.
Okay, so you don't get blinded. Do you know the scene in the Romeo and Juliet remake? You are now a shirtless angel boy covered in glitter. as you walk onto the stage, you sort of look up, and everyone's just like, "Get out of my dreams." You are the sexual awakening for half of the audience in Barovia.
And half the party.
And half the party. Like, everybody roll to see if you're into this. Like
She's not. Let's go.
Nat 20? Is that weird?
Oh, not yet.
I got 17.
Give her another year or two.
a year or two. But for everybody else, they're like, I think I'm into the. Yeah. Like, it's amazing.
We're doing a medley today.
With that, the abbot is infuriated, especially with you walking around and drawing the focus. They tap into their last spell that they can do, the last big ace that they can do. Their stage, automatically, the amplifiers kick up and turn up to 11. As everyone in the audience, I'm about to roll the highest number of dice I've ever rolled in a dice roller before.
Really?
As a magnified version of the sleep spell issues forth, aimed directly at your stage.
So this is when we kick ours to 12 and I use Shatter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Is the spell magic
19,
reaction?
20. 89 points of sleep go immediately careening towards Sid, okay, at this moment. I will say this. I will do a wisdom save to see if he can make it.
He's a cleric.
Does protection from energy work from this?
Hold on.
Hang on. It doesn't go towards Sid, because at the last minute, it heads towards the handkerchief, and the handkerchief just kind of goes...
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Put me to sleep. He'll stand in front of it.
Up sleep.
Maddox will stand in front of it.
Furia is playing, and this sleep spell almost looks like it pivots. This sickly green energy goes rolling towards her, and Furia, it hits her hard. It hits in the chest. Furia, do you have 89 or fewer hit points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have a chance to aim for one of my wild magic
Right before you fall asleep? I will say... I'll tell you what. I'm going to roll in the chat. Okay, I will roll in the chat. This is going to be a Fury. You see the green sucker punch flying across the stage. It whiffs away from the handkerchief as the handkerchief sort of flutters back down, and it goes aiming for you. You're racing towards the button right before you fall asleep. Okay, I will say dexterity saves. You and me versus.
I'll roll it on. Do you want me to roll it on screen too?
Nope. You can roll wherever you want to roll.
You guys can see here, and it'll show up on yours. Dex save. Oh, I only have a +3 to that.
You got this.
It's okay, you got this. Big money.
I might not have this.
What did you get?
Snap.
I rolled an 8.
I rolled a 4. You go racing forward, and it's right as the sleep spell's about to hit you, you hear Sid in the back go, "Do it!" and rock slide. Hit the knees. Boom, boom. You slam the button right before the spell hits you. Is it affecting you, or is it affecting the abbot? What stage is this wild magic surge hitting?
You know what? Abbott doesn't like chaos. Let's have it hit the Abbott.
Yeah. Ophelia manages to hit the button and sort of fall backwards as many of the audience begins to fall asleep at this point. Ophelia, it seems only fitting since you hit the button. Go ahead and give me a 1 through 100.
I'm going to roll it in the chat. Oh, I've forgotten how to roll in chat.
Exclamation point D100.
Suddenly my brain didn't work anymore. Okay.
47.
Yeah. It's a good roll.
Potted plant.
Strong.
That is for the traditional wild magic table.
Amazing.
We don't play that here.
We're not traditional anymore.
This is the rock magic.
The abbot's looking at you and doesn't understand what just happens as like Ophelia's like, ha ha! Poof, the spell hits and she goes, and just hit the stage as much of the audience begins to fall asleep, and he goes, he turns to look at you, Dawn, and says, "You think that you could," and as that happens, there's a burst of confetti from your stage as the confetti goes, and flies across the stage, and as that happens, the abbot roll me a d4, please.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, goodness.
Roll that in the
We love
chat,
it. We love it. We
too.
love it.
A strong two.
The abbot turns into an egg. Normally, this is not a bad thing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The abbot was floating 30 feet above the stage,
That's
Boys, you get
floating
scrambled.
with the wings on. So when this burst of wild magic hits and he turns into an egg for 1d4 minutes, they will make one dex save to see if they can catch this egg before it hits the...
Everyone pray.
Take us to church. Dude.
They run forward. One of the beast individuals runs forward and goes to catch him, but forgets too late that they don't have hands. It's been replaced by the symbols put forward and goes, and the egg shatters. As that happens, that shatter is enough to wake the audience members that are still asleep at this point. Archie sort of flutters down, looks over at the egg on the ground, looks back at you guys and goes,
We did
Strahd sucks!
Did we just kill the abbot?
Fuck yeah.
The abbot is just eggs, and the individuals on the stage are not mad about it. The beastmen all begin to get up and just like start coming into the crowd. You see an individual wave over at you guys from the other stage. It's the cool looking Warforged that you've met once before in the bar.
My boy!
Bolt comes over and he goes,
You don't know him anymore.
I don't know him anymore.
Bolt starts handing out drink tickets to the guys on stage. So like, sorry your boss died, but here you go. Like, have I told you about my Lord and Savior, Bo? And starts recruiting individuals. So, heroes, you have made it past your first band. As the second band begins to come out onto the stage, there's nothing.
What?
There's nothing.
Not a damn thing?
Oh, we took care of killing the lead singer, didn't we?
The only individual that walks out onto the stage
We killed the
is Rahadin.
Oh no.
No.
He walks out onto the stage and
You don't
holds
goof.
before him a golden box about this big.
That's what she said.
The box is inscribed with all sorts of runes and mystic symbols onto it. As the Red Bulls come out on stage to ask, what would you like for the setup, you can only guess. Rahadin looks at one of the Red Bulls, and the Red Bull takes a step forward, and as he takes too many steps forward, Rahadin focuses their gaze upon him, and the Red Bull crumbles to the ground.
Everyone backstage now.
And Rahadin, as you say that, looks across the field at you, smiles, and just begins to take the box and meticulously put it on the front of the stage, and then look at the crowd with menacing eyes. Heroes, it is now the pre-show form. As the next
Gold medal?
gold is a
Totally
medal.
metal.
The next group is Power Word Thrill.
Of course it is.
We don't like that noise.
Okay.
Dawn kind of leans over because he's still next to the pyre. Goes, and that one threatened to do a lot more than cut off my wings.
Yeah, okay, if I can get within maybe 60 feet or so, maybe I can heat that box until it melts.
I mean, I can fly and carry you.
Yeah, you want to do that? Let's team up. We'll try to get 60 feet close and I can try to cast that. Does anyone else want to sort of protect us while we do this? Because that guy is bad news.
Hang on a minute. What if the thing that's bad is inside the box and you melt the box and release the thing that's in the box?
Or maybe we melt it so it can't get out of the box.
Are you
So
sure?
we melt it shut so it can't open. So if it has no lock, it can't open.
What if I got Tiny to go stomp on the box?
You get Tiny to stomp on
The
it?
elephant.
Well, because then if there's
Oh,
something
Tiny!
inside, it
Tiny
does-
the elephant!
Tiny,
Yeah, we can do that.
'Cause
Why don't
then-
we do both at the same time?
Ooh, I don't want him to burn his foot though.
That's true.
Can you just melt the sides of the box, but not the top where he puts his
I'm
big
not
giant
sure.
foot?
I'm not sure if I can exactly control it to exactly that. I can
Well-
sort of heat it so it's sort of.
Oh, maybe I could put a special sock on him or something to protect his foot.
The alarm system goes off.
Woo! Excuse me.
Pyrotechnics. You don't see anything. You don't see anyone. You don't see anything but the pyrotechnics.
Detect magic.
Esmeralda and Terry don't see anything.
Esmeralda and Terry are sort of looking around and saying, "No one just came through."
It's going to cast the invisibility.
Yeah, detect magic as well.
Detect magic does not show anything. The box across the way is glowing, and Rahadin is the largest source of necromantic energy you've seen.
Got it.
Larger than your boss.
Really? Ooh, I can't wait to take this guy down.
Okay. You cast see invisibility. His stage is crowded. The audience is crowded, as thousands upon thousands of ghostly visages have filled that audience up. His stage is filled up. You look at your stage, and your stage is chock-a-block filled with ghostly images of fallen soldiers and fallen individuals that you can only assume were destroyed by Rahadi. That have now filled your stage up, and you see all of them milling about. I need a deception check from you, Sid, to see if you can pretend like you don't see that this place is now crawling. Thousands upon thousands of individuals have flooded this space.
They probably hate him.
It is a 21.
A 21. You are able to maintain your cool enough, even though like everybody else is like, "What did you see? What are you looking for?" And as they do, like Etheria has 2 soldiers flanking her that are looking down at her like this. Every other member of the band has individuals that are just sort of like staring at them.
Did anybody wake me up?
I probably slapped you.
Yeah.
A quick slap to the face. You would have.
Good.
Good morning.
Is Fairy Fire still up?
I think it only lasts.
Fire's up for a few minutes.
So wouldn't that light them all up?
The fairy fire was not cast on
It's
them.
not on us.
Oh, okay. If they
message
came
or
near us, would it? Okay.
Yeah, but Sid will turn to the band and say, "We're surrounded by ghosts and shit.
Are we?
I think you killed all
Do they
these
look
guys."
friendly?
Cool.
All right. What is everybody doing with their pre-show?
No, not right.
Do we want to? Okay. Do we want to try to melt the box, or do we want Tiny to step on the box? That box is bad news, or a distraction from all the ghosts.
Do you want me to try to get rid of the ghosts first?
I can get. I have an idea for
Let's
the
get rid of the
ghosts.
ghosts.
I have an idea for the ghosts.
Maybe we can do
I need
together.
someone to kill me.
Okay. What if I try my idea first that doesn't involve you dying?
It's not gonna kill me.
It's not,
But I need my HP to drop to 0.
What? What? I can feign death for you.
No. I need it to be grandiose.
Don stabs him.
Show.
Go ahead and roll your damage, please.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's fine.
The only thing I have equipped is a mace.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I will say that this is your backstage time as you organize with Dawn, and you try to figure out some way for someone to kill you.
I need an instant kill. I need one shot.
I will say.
I can't do that.
I will say that you go over to the Red Bulls, and the guy's like, I mean, that weighs a lot, and he points up to the lighting rig. He's like, I can drop that on you at a certain point.
Make a
5 points of damage.
You take 5 points of damage because I need someone to kill me right now during the show, Dawn. And John, you take the dagger.
Fantastic. Cool. Yeah. Make it so.
That's your pre-show.
I want to take this guy down.
Well, I mean, I don't know for sure that this will work, but I figured ghosts probably hate daylight, right?
Yeah, I've got daylight too. So for 2
I've got
Oh,
daylight
she
as
could
well.
probably cover.
Save it, please.
I've also got sunbeam.
It'll be good, but
Arcana check, Cass.
Okay.
I've also got turn undead.
save it
that's
in
an
case my stuff
11?
goes sideways.
Yeah, sunlight will work.
Oh
Sure.
Can I make one?
Yeah, give me an
I
Arcana
have a
check.
plus 0 to Arcana, but I just rolled a 17 on it.
Sunlight works for vampires, but ghosts can get a tan. Like,
Ghosts can get a tan.
Ghosts can get a
It's fine. I will say that this is your backstage.
Fine.
I need definitive moments. If this is like workshopping, what are we going to do with the box, and that is our backstage time, that's fine. But we're
She's going to kind of take a flame in her hands and put it really close, and then put her hands out and cast Aura of Life.
okay.
So that affects everyone within 30 feet. So everyone. So the orb was with me, centered on me. Any non-hostile creature in the area has resistance to necrotic damage, and its hit point maximum can't be reduced. A non-hostile
That's
living
good.
creature regains 1 hit point when it starts its turn with an aura within 0 hit points.
All right, gang. So here's what's going to happen. Like, you are resistant to necrotic damage, which for this next band is going to come in clutch. Okay. And as you watch as Pyre, you're just sort of out, release the good, like cast the light out that seems to encompass the entirety of the band.
Before she says that, she wants to turn to Etheria and say, "Hey, I know you're young, and we sort of discredit you. Thank you for reminding me who I am when I forgot. and then she casts it.
Yeah. Light seems to envelop the group. Everyone's filled with this like warmth to them. And
Dawn is going to take out a holy symbol from his bag that is a beetle holding a sun. And he's going to put it like in the middle of the stage.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold a turn undead for when the music starts.
Okay. For right when you start, you're going to hit turn undead.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. What's everybody else doing?
I'd like to wait till just before our concert. This could go terribly wrong. I'm so sorry, guys, if it does. But hey, it's Etheria. So, because it's dirt ground. This is a concert, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I go through and like stomp 3 beans down? It takes them a minute to grow.
I will say,
in front of their stage.
I will say you have enough. He's got enough freaks out there that you track down 3 freaks, and you're just like, hey, listen.
Okay.
What's the signal to stomp the bean?
Yeah. 1 minute till show. 1 minute till show.
Okay, got it. So 1 minute before the show starts,
because that way it'll like as their show starts.
You want that pyramid so
I want that
freaking
pyramid.
bad.
One day I'm gonna get that pyramid.
Okay, got it. The freaks take the beans and like one of them like.
But they're gonna be scattered through the crowd because if it creates
they set it like three central points. Oh, one of them puts it like right on the ground that's about to like has to cover it with dirt. The second one does the same thing. The third one like eats it. And then it's about to like throw it up, and like throws it back up, and then gets ready to put it in the ground.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Ghosts can hover, but they can't really fly, right?
No, they cannot fly.
So Sid's going to cast Find Greater Steed and call a Pegasus.
Absolutely. What's your Pegasus' name?
My Pegasus is named Testament.
Testament the Pegasi.
Testament, as soon as the song starts, is going to fly in and take Sid up.
Take Sid up.
Right, so
up,
that
as
I'm
all
out
of the
of
stuff
the
kicks
range
off.
of the ghosts.
Cool.
So right as the music starts to go off, Ironwood's going to cast Misty Step, but not as a way to like move somewhere, but to stay in place and make a strobe effect. So he's going to be going, he's going to be in and out, and as he's playing, that's going to be his like way to like entice the crowd.
You want to have a duet with yourself, essentially. Like play it to the point. I will say it's not how the spell is used, but it's too cool not to do. Absolutely. I will say that this will give you advantage on your performance check, okay? And things of that sort.
Cool.
All right, heroes. Who's taking the lead on this one again?
Maddox is stepping up to Mike.
You doing it?
All right. I'll take this is going to be dexterity. As
Are we murdering you?
We're working on it.
Okay.
We're working on it. I'm already 5 HP down. Thanks.
As he comes up, he makes eye contact with you, Etheria, because you were the last person to have a conversation with them. He reaches inside of the gold box and pulls out the head of this small doll-looking.
Oh no!
Oh, that's
right,
dude.
And looks over at you and smiles, and the eyes are just sort of darting, sort of like chaotically as it goes. Best friend, and he crushes it.
I'm going to have so much fun.
As the head just sort of, I need a wisdom save from you.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
I forgot about
evil,
this.
but I could have fixed him.
Well, you didn't.
I used my friend.
The wherewithal.
16?
A 16. You're able to maintain your composure, but it hurts because he was evil, he was broken, but he was your friend. Like he reflected you, and you see that he did this just to get to you across the way. So as the head is sort of crushed into oblivion from the gold box, he closes very softly, and as he does, some of the ghosts in the crowd begin to manifest, and the audience is kind of shocked as it's selective. Some of the ghosts on your stage automatically drop their invisibility. You all know that they're teeming everywhere, but some of them drop their invisibility, and you see their colors changing, going from like yellow to red to green. Some of the other ghosts spread all throughout the arena just begin to appear as the audience is reacting to this, and you start hearing them scream at different tonalities, different color changes, as this odd techno beat begins to build.
Fucking screamo band.
from this individual as the screams of the damned turn into a cacophonous, unholy techno song. Okay? Initiative check to see who goes first.
Is this against the rules? They're not on stage.
15.
17. We're going first. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
The band begins to go. Okay? As that happens, you hear that sort of like recurring beat, this as the ghosts are changing colors, letting loose these screams that somehow form this, and you hear a shout from across the way. The name of the band is Power Word Thrill. The name is ironic, but the band is iconic. I need a wisdom saving throw from everybody here. DC 17. As the ghost hypnotic patterns begin to take hold.
Not even worried. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah,
16.
You are.
It was a 16.
You are gone, bud. Like you can't.
Bye, bud.
You are gonna miss that performance check. As you see the hypnotic pattern, and you are.
Oh man, I had advantage. I had advantage from.
You had a reroll.
I have a reroll.
You
I have a reroll.
read the script. They get another shot.
23. We're good.
You are not hypnotized.
Thank you.
I used my game inspo and I rolled a 2, but it was was it 15 or 16, 17, 18. 18.
18 passes.
Oh, thank you.
17. Now
17
reroll.
just passes.
With advantage, I got a 5.
Sid is not performing. Sid, you are a little high from the Barovia bomber still, just a little bit. That enough of that hypnotic pattern of the ghost in the area begin to take hold.
I had the nat 20.
Oh, you had the nat 20.
26.
26, you pass as well. They begin to play, and the audience is becoming hypnotized and enthralled by the shapes of these ghosts, changing colors and things of that sort. Everybody set up some things to happen right as the band kicked off.
Yep.
Yeah.
The beans get planted into the ground, okay?
We'll let the beans go off first.
The beans go off first as the lighting is about to fall on top of you, and Turn Undead is about to happen on the stage. What is the save on Turn Undead?
Turn Undead is a wisdom saving throw 14.
Nat 1.
So they all 30 feet as quickly as possible.
And you are the only one to see the hundreds upon hundreds that are about to just start wrecking people's life. Take off as you're still on your Pegasi, just sort of like looking up at this beautiful color show as they begin to run, screaming off of the
Dom
stage.
looks just at the guy across the stage and goes,
He goes like this. He goes as if he's biting the finger off. Okay, that's there. What happens with the magic beans? 3 beans
Okay.
get planted into the ground.
The first one, I just rolled the first one. Okay, so a fruit tree.
In the audience.
It has, what was my D10 in there? 6 plus something. It's got like 26 fruits,
Yeah,
and they're
man.
going to act as random potions. So different effects start to happen to people in that
Who's
area.
ever on that side of the audience is like hypnotic pattern. Ooh, apples. And people just start eating
It's
those
the
random
free
fruits.
monster from the work board.
Yeah.
The next one is an 87, which means... Oh, a nest of 1d4 plus 3 eggs springs up. Any creature that eats an egg must make a DC 20 Constitution saving throw. On a successful save, a creature permanently increases its lowest ability score by 1, randomly choosing among equally low scores. All right. Cool. Oh, on a failed save, the creature takes 10d6 force damage from an internal magical explosion. So people start exploding.
2 individuals in the audience that are like, Strahd sucks. I will say there's 1 egg if anybody's feeling frosty this next go
A
round.
freak will eat it.
A freak runs over, give me a Constitution saving throw
I
for
just
free.
fail it. I just want to see the freak.
Yeah, freak's like, and explodes in the air.
Last one.
Last one.
Wait, I don't know. Hang on. It's a
pyramid?
98. Yes! I got my pyramid! A pyramid with a 60-foot square base bursts upward.
Oh my
Inside is a sarcophagus containing a mummy lord. The pyramid is treated as the mummy lord's lair, and its sarcophagus contains treasure of the GM's toys.
Yes!
Is the mummy lord on our side?
I don't know! And I got my pyramid!
You're rocking out. As that happens, the ground begins to shake as the lighting fixture
As lighting-
falls.
Right as it falls, Maddox tells his boss, "Watch me annihilate this man on stage."
Yeah. And he goes,
Confident.
"You had my attention, but now you've got my curiosity as well." As Maddox does.
Yep.
Goes to 0 hit points as that lighting crew, and the Red Bull's like, "This is nothing. You should have seen Warped Tour 98." As the lighting fixture crashes down on Maddox.
As the lighting fixture crashes, it then explodes with necrotic energy as Maddox comes back from the dead with 1 HP, because what is more metal than dying on stage and continuing the show? He comes back out in his form of dread. He has the skeletal arm and the skeletal eye. All those ghosts around me have to make a wisdom save if there's anything left for the intimidation.
All of you give me performance checks. Maddox, I will say this move is so BA it knocks Sid out from the hypnotic pattern as you're like, this dude was playing, died, and came back playing and now a form of dread. Maddox, you will be making this at triple advantage.
What? Is this a wisdom saving throw?
Nope, this is a performance check.
Oh, performance check, okay.
Yeah.
So glad I pulled those in the chat.
Spicy 7.
Spicy 7.
23.
7, 23, 16, which is...
Well, 16 plus 5, so
17.
17.
I was like, what the?
17.
16 plus 5, so 21.
21 double to 42. Nice.
21 as well.
Plus another 21. You hit 127.
Yes.
As I roll the performance check. Okay. He's winning by a little bit. Even after all of that, more people are being swayed over to their side after this. Even after you dying, even after that, the pyramid begins to rise up out of the ground as no one knows who is causing this to happen. Like, no one's taking credit for the pyramid to rise up out of the ground shaking. As in the middle of this concert venue, like in the audience, a gigantic ass pyramid, like 60 feet, like begins to crawl and like build itself out of the ground. As the audience is kind of paying attention to that, Radin is so angry at this point because he doesn't know who is doing it.
Wouldn't that just be blocking their stage, basically? Because it was planted in front of the stage, and it's a 60-foot...
Did you plant it in front of his stage? Or I just heard like...
all in front of their stages.
Yeah.
So it's basically blocking his stage.
In front of
There's
their
a good
stage.
chance that it's uprooting his stage.
In their
If it's not
stage.
planted in front, then it's demolished his stage.
The color spray spell hits the pyramid and not the members of the band. As the different ghostly forms begin to come out, his performance checks are going to be made at disadvantage since no one can see him, as the opening for the front of the pyramid is sort of like exploded outward as fog begins to issue forth from the pyramid. Heroes, you have one more move here to draw the audience towards you as a being is starting to walk out of the pyramid.
You became like your dread form, right?
Yes, I'm dread form. Yeah.
I'm gonna do my angelic form.
Angelic form? Mm-hmm. Now it is a demon and an angel on stage together looking at each other, and now, okay, you're starting to get the audience back. How are we augmenting this performance?
If I want to cast hallucinatory terrain over the audience.
Okay.
And if I can get you a microphone as a bonus action, I want to say, if you want to feel more of this, come over and cheer for our side. And she wants the hallucinatory terrain to be just beautiful daylight. And just the most beautiful and just
this pyramid in the middle of a alright, now it's a Rush album. Okay, yes, absolutely. Persuasion check, please. That reaches to the far reaches of the audience.
High level spell. Okay, 16
I can't use that till my
plus
next long rest.
persuasion, 18.
8. The sunlight begins to sort of beam outward towards everyone. As that happens, the figure that comes out of the pyramid, this beautiful, like, sort of lilting music that almost adds to the sun and the grass and things of that sort, begins to filter out of the pyramid as the group's mommy, Magnolia, makes a guest appearance. As the mummy shows up, coming out, bringing this Fey band with them. The energy shifts and changes. It's not what you ever would have seen, but this group creates this, like, listen, like, if they're gonna go dark, we're gonna go light, and this high energy rock and sound, almost this pop rock fusion, begins to filter out, led by Magnolia, and Magnolia is backed by 3 girls that you've never seen before.
That all look like her.
That all look like Magnolia, and one of them is like, people of Barovia, Strahd sucks shit! And climbs to the top of the pyramid and jumps off, and Magnolia's like, as Magnolia's daughter stage dives into the crowd of individuals moving. Everybody make your performance checks at advantage, please.
That's definitely Holly.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
I did it.
For how much?
Oh, God.
Add your performance to the nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Plus 3, so...
23.
23.
Okay.
It's a 14.
23 plus 14
24.
plus 24
31.
plus 31
God damn.
Nat 20 plus 5
plus another 100.
Damn.
16.
Oh, she did it. She did it.
Group scores 208 collectively. As the pyramid, as Archie just is getting into it, is not supposed to intervene, but as Magnolia's playing, goes and has a side conversation with her, and all of a sudden Archie just coughs really loud, and you see these giant tentacles come out of the ground, grab the pyramid and drag it down, as Cthulhu, like, grabs this and enters into an eldritch plane, clearing the field. As you see these tentacles whip around, Rahadin is screaming out towards the audience, the ghosts surrounding him, and one tentacle shoots out, wrapping around Rahadin, pulling him down as he grabs a hold of the stage. Ghost after ghost after spectral image stomps down.
Archie.
As he's pulled towards the portal, he finally manages to grab a hold of the grass just as another hand, bony hand, reaches out, grabs him by the face, twists the head in 360, the neck snaps, and drags him into the ground as Rahadin is vanquished.
You guys imagine, like, the middle of actual Magnolia Square, and I was like, Mag, I'm so sorry, my kids need me, give me 1 second.
Magnolia is just like, it's so good to see everyone, I have to go get them. And she's like trying to grab her kids, as the kid's like, Mom, I found an egg. She's like, don't eat the egg, stop. And one of her daughters is like stage dive, and one of them's like off in the corner, like reading a book and being like, and then it was just like, woo, we like Strahd, we hate him. Like as Magnolia immediately gets pulled back into like
Court.
a portal with the kids. Heroes.
Yeah.
God, I feel good now.
Parker's like,
Dawn slowly hands the teddy bear back to his fire. He's like, I don't think I need this. I think we're good.
that means you've controlled your rage.
You put in the work.
It feels like a work now.
The Baron von Strahd
I'm gonna need this back. Thank you so much.
steps onto the stage.
I bet he does.
And as he does, he looks about and he goes, this will not do. I'm going to need backup. And as he says that, the sky is blotted out by the swarms of bats that come storming in from every corner of Barovia. The wolves that seem to filter in amongst the crowd. The individuals in the crowd already looking over towards the stage where Strahd is and looking back to where everyone is. And some of them already kneeling in advance, moving and shifting over towards Strahd. The stage begins to be built. the bats flying in, individuals coalescing from the bats themselves, building these large stone structures. If the facsimile of the castle is off to the side, this is what you imagine the inside of the castle looks like. It's all old stone. It's ancient, it's powerful, and it's dark. As individuals begin to come up on the stage, you see these torture instruments that have been modified to play music. The rack, a whip that seems to crack in the air with acoustic sound. Medieval weapons used to inflict pain have now been utilized to create a horrifying sound. A dark metal. A death metal, if you will.
Ooh.
In the truest form. And as that happens, Sid, you realize what sort of challenge this is. Until everything goes pinpoint. Because a woman joins Strahd on stage. And he leans over and gives her a soft kiss on the cheek. And you hear screaming. And Connie won't shut up. As Connie is getting too loud, Sid. Because Cass should have died.
Yeah. Connie, no, Sid, dude, you gotta let me finish this. I can.
Charisma save.
All right.
That's not bad. You get those.
I get +9, so. Wait, what does that say?
Oh, that's 11.
All right, that's 20, 30, 20.
30, 20. Roll a d6.
4.
Sid, it's too loud. So you give him 4 minutes. The long hair, automatically kind of like pulls back in, kind of shrinks in a little bit. All of you are gearing up for this last battle, this last showdown with Strahd. And see a sobbing, inconsolable
Get it up there.
Connie. Connie is crying on the stage, on his knees. Just a blubbering, weeping mess of an individual.
Whoa, Connie. Where have you been? What's wrong?
I was.
Connie, look at
His
me.
daughter.
Hey, what?
Connie May. Aye. Look at me.
We need you.
Aye. Let me do this. Give me the opportunity. You cannot feel as bad as you are now. I know that you can feel better in a minute. I promise you this.
What's wrong?
He's got my sister.
Is that your sister?
He's got my sister, and he's. Yeah.
Connie.
That's your sister?
Save us.
No, I mean, what the hell am I doing here?
Okay, it's okay.
Hey, Connie.
Mate, calm down, mate.
She's gonna take out the ice that Magnolia gave her and press it into Connie's hands along with her Archie doll. Connie, hold on to these for a second. Calm down.
We are in. Oh God, it's like a battle of the bands, so to speak.
You were taken over by another personality of yours,
Sid,
but we're here for you. You're part of our family.
The music
We're a
guy.
circus.
Yeah, the music guy.
Music guy.
He's been helping us
He's been
defeat
doing
Strahd.
real
Yeah. No, I saw. He was riding on a Pegasus.
He
Yeah,
was doing some really cool shit.
he's here to help us defeat Strahd and, well, I guess now save your
Has
sister.
Dawn ever seen this girl?
Yeah. It's just this Strahd's wife.
Oh, wonderful.
Woof!
Connie, we've defeated
Dawn
you.
holds that information for a moment.
Yeah,
That seems
sure.
like too much.
And Mr. Fancy Pants doesn't scare us. So you've got this. Do what you need to do. Let him out or stay with us, but you've got this. And she casts motivational speech, which should hopefully help him. He should get 5 temporary hit points, but he should have advantage on any wisdom saving throws.
And he's got the ice and Archie to keep him
And if he
calm
gets
and not afraid.
hit by an attack, he'll also have advantage.
I'll
on
say
stuff.
this: the motivational speech it has a weird mixture effect with Archie, and the ice and being surrounded by people that he knows and cares for, and your kind words, and your holy symbol begins to glow. And as that happens, other individuals join this huddle on stage. Individuals you've never seen before. Individuals that you may have seen one time in passing before. Like satyrs and other individuals that just seem to walk out from behind where Connie is on the ground, each of them placing a hand on his shoulder, saying a comforting word, until the only individuals that are there is this little small huddle, this group hug that's on the stage, as Chance walks out from the audience.
Yeah, he does.
And kneels down on the ground in front of you.
You knew and you didn't tell me? Did you know this?
That's not our sister anymore. Our sister died. And I knew how much it would break you. I'm so sorry.
I should have stayed with her. I should have left with her and I could have saved her. Now she's with him.
There's something to be said about the people you choose to spend your time with. We always find the people that we're meant to have. Your tribe, your band, your friends. If she's taught us anything, it's that our choices are more important to us than the individuals that are a part of our lives that we may grow away from and grow past. Her being with Strahd does not diminish the time that she spent being our sister. But listen to me. You have so many people on stage right now, here with you.
There's no hope for her. You don't think there's hope for her?
I think she's made her choice.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, music guy.
Sid.
Sid, you can come back.
The 4 minutes runs up. Are you doing anything before that 4 minutes runs up?
Dawn was gonna kind of put a hand on Connie's shoulder and be like, he took my sisters from me too. You can lean on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Connie, what was her name?
Cassidy.
Pyre's gonna walk up to the mic and say, "Oi, Strahd!" She's gonna raise her left hand.
Yes!
Okay.
And she is calling upon the slap.
Before everything starts,
Oh, yeah. She wants
Strahd
to say
goes,
to the microphone, "Strahd, this is for everyone in Barovia who's ever been afraid of you, who's been afraid to stand up, who's been afraid to speak against you. This is for Cassidy, this is for every single one of them, and this is for me." She's gonna raise that hand up and summon
as you summon the hand up, it's just long enough for Sid to look over at you and smile and give you a big hug. And as you do, there's this weird, like, sort of turn around where Sid manifests in the space, and adding a little bit of Connie to it. As that happens, Strahd looks somewhat confused as he goes, "And what do you intend to?" And there's a, "Hey, fancy pants! So I made a promise and I intend to keep it. Buckle up, Buttercup. You're about to get pimp slapped like it's 1999. And these golden tendrils begin to wrap around him, and he is pulled the distance over the heads of the audience members, looking somewhat confused, until he is standing right in front of you. With
This
your
is
hand
for
raised.
Barovia. Slow motion chariots of fire.
Yeah.
Slaps him across his stupid Strahd face.
There is this look of shock as he goes, and then the entire audience goes at the same time. As you just hear like one voice in the corner, like it's one lone freak in the back that was like, nice, that echoes out as Strahd is struck and looks down at his face and holds it up, and you see this red first degree burn mark on the face that is not automatically healing. And he looks over at you and nods.
Are we sending a message? Is that what we're doing now?
She just looks right back at him.
He looks around the stage.
No repercussions.
I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
There's no repercussions from the slap.
There is no repercussions to you from the slap.
Well, that was a nat 20. Look at that right there. Is it a 20? See it.
Yeah.
So that's a dex save of 21.
He makes a bolt forward unnaturally fast, and you stand in front of him and say no. And he leans forward just enough to say, "You can't watch her all the time.
The fire's already lit.
That's not who I'm speaking of."
Fair enough.
And he looks past you towards Esmeralda.
Ooh.
And then brings a hand up like this, like you just did on the stage. And you see him look back at his people, and already they're whispering and just doing little like little comments and whispers as he walks off of the stage and levitates across the entirety of the field, preparing his stage.
Is Sid back?
Sid's back, baby.
So Maddox is gonna go to Sid and goes, "How badly do you want to destroy Ravenloft? Can I do it? Are you hard set on it?
I got a plan.
You got a plan on it?
I got a
Okay, you do the castle. I'll do the stage.
Yeah.
Bet.
Lyra's at the front of the stage looking at the audience like...
Yeah, the audience can't be, like, the audience wants to applaud, but the audience right now is like, you're like, whoever did that was awesome, woo! Like, because Strahd is still here, like, and is still leading Barovia, and Strahd is paying very close attention to who's whispering and who's saying things and
I'll
things of that
have one of
sort.
the freaks start it.
She can feel
Give me
it.
an insight check.
Can I have one of the freaks just start clapping?
Yeah, you get a.
If the freak died, I've got 6 more.
Yeah, the freak is immediately struck by lightning. As the freak's like, slow clap, slow clap, and the only ones joining them are the other freaks, being like, and the audience is just like, stop. But the freaks immediately get zapped, and main freak shows up on your shoulder, just like.
You did well, boy. You did well.
Slow clap.
Take a rest. You did good.
Who said that? Who said that one?
Heroes, you have one movement to do for pre-show. I know that was a lot as we were dealing with some stuff across the way. What are you doing?
Are you okay?
So
That's your movement.
You good?
Am I alright?
You're fine.
I'm good.
You good? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I was
Ready.
is preparing to play the piece of a lifetime.
Okay.
He is getting to the center stage.
With
He's
his
getting
hand
himself very, very collected.
We see a really quick Ironwood training montage of pan fluting, like running upstairs, holding a pan flute up the stairs, like
I'm doing like bench press.
gotta fly now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So he's ready to play his
heart.
song, his
All right.
heart song.
All right, I'm into this. What are you doing? To
She's running to Esmeralda and telling her Strahd is coming for you. Either get out of here or prepared. She's going to cast resistance on her.
Okay. I've never been one to run away from a fight. I'd like to see him try.
I don't want to see him try, so...
He did once before, and she looks down at her prosthetic leg.
Ooh.
And she goes, I love you. I'm not running away from a whiny bitch boy. That can't take a slap from a woman, so it's fine.
She's gonna... kind of like... Her flames are gonna go like really big and then really small.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna kind of like... I don't know, maybe I sort of... I don't know. Love you too, I guess.
And she goes, now go and kick his ass.
Yeah, that's my girl. She's gonna kiss her.
She kisses you and sort of pushes forward, and then Terry's like, I can't believe you weren't scared. And she goes, I pissed myself a wee bit when he ran on the stage, but she doesn't need to hear that right now. And
she's got resistance and the aura of life. Everything's awesome.
Terry protectively puts his shield in the other hand, the non-dominant hand, the one closest to her, as a symbol of like, like
Terry.
right here. Like Terry's like, got it. Like, what are you doing?
It's mostly like vampires and stuff that have gathered.
Dude, it's vampire.
Okay, so
central.
I look at Dawn and Pyre, and I'm like, what, left, middle, center? We cast daylight?
Yeah! Hey, Furia, that's my girl.
That's like 180 feet.
Right now?
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, we should
Probably
hold off
during the
till it
performance.
starts.
This
Yeah.
Okay.
is my one. No.
How are you
Yeah.
planning on doing this?
I've got her prepared.
I'll
I have 3 individuals in my D&D Barovia party that can cast sunlight and daylight. So you know that I've got some sort of plan in place. So I need to know specifically, when you kick this off against an army of vampires, are you doing like a Hadouken? Are you doing Kamehameha? Like, is this like from the heavens? Are you centering it on an object?
Well, okay, because Pyre, you would have told Etheria that, like,
Pyre,
Strahd.
Pyre, hang on. Pyre is busy. Backstage.
Because I said it to the two of them.
You
Okay.
did say it to the two of them. She's talking with Esmeralda. I will say you can have this conversation with Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like as she's over
Got it.
there, kind of like talking with her.
All right. Well,
We
but
can have them both
she would
know.
make a mental note to get Pyre in on this as soon as Pyre.
Yeah, you would send a little. I would let you do it like,
Okay.
hey, I don't want to interrupt, but like, hey, just so you know, sunlight.
All right, so do you
This
want
seems
to?
very important. But
Do you
like,
want to split the stage on the opening strums and just I take left, you take right, and we just
Yeah.
stage forward in
Yeah.
sunlight?
Okay.
Okay. Or daylight. I mean, we're daylight.
I have
The
that.
daylight spell.
Daylight spell.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
DM, you gave me this gift when I first brought Maddox on the scene.
Okay.
I think with the performance Maddox did last set, he's gonna call in his favor. And when Ravenloft gets exploded by Sid, Bossman's gonna show himself, and we're gonna have the Avatar against the Avatar.
Okay. All right. You are calling in your channel divinity.
I'm calling him in one favor.
Your one big favor from the boss man. You're like, when he blows up Barovia, I want you to come in and I want you to assert your dominance, like in that exact moment.
Now is your time.
Okay. You hear good. I've never been a fan of rock music, but what the hell?
The Lich isn't a fan of rock music?
Death metal.
No, death metal really.
That's fair.
So,
That's why I died and came back.
and Peruvian throat singing, but that's a long story. Worthy of a one shot.
As we step up to begin, Sid's gonna take the mic and say, "Hey Cassidy, one of the six pieces of Strahd. You don't need to serve him. He's not your friend." And he's going to cast Enemies Abound on her. It's an intelligence save of 17, and she is going to see everyone around her as enemies.
Is there any kind of advantage from me slapping Strahd?
Absolutely. Because Sid slaps Cass. He goes, hey, Cass, one of the six, right? Of Strahd? And she looks at you and then turns to Strahd with this confused look on her face, and Strahd stares at you. Like with like daggers on, as I will interpret this failed save is Cass looking around the stage and realizing that the vampires are looking at Strahd and not her, as if to say, when do you want us to take her out?
And that hallucinatory terrain, by the way, is 300 feet, so it goes all the way to their stage. I don't know if
For an
that's
hour?
all. It's 24 hours.
24 hours. I think with the changing of the bands, that spell, I hate to say it, is
Okay.
dispersed.
Okay.
With that, as Cass looks somewhat confused as to this revelation. Heroes, it's now for the final battle of the bands.
Was the day her talking to Fury my action?
Oh no, you've got one more.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because my angel form is still active.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fly up 15 feet into the air, and I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon, and it's just a giant stake in the air.
With a power. So the angel's floating above the stage. Sid is holding the microphone. You're there with Freak on your shoulders, calling the boss man.
We also have a rock the mic.
You have a rock the mic. Okay, everybody's getting a plus to their a plus to their performance. Everyone gets a +3 to their very first performance. Okay.
Thanks. Who's that?
Indigo Jima.
Everybody's on stage and ready to go. Sid, are you taking front on this one?
Yeah.
All right. Initiative rolls.
You got this, my dude.
Let's go.
Big money, no whammies. It's not horrible.
How bad?
16.
You go first.
Yeah.
The giant stake floats in the air as Strahd is there, cast somewhat perturbed and definitely confused as to what exactly just happened as Strahd begins to walk forward, gathering up bits of darkness as the stage that they are on, containing the stone parapets, begins to shake and rumble as Strahd takes an orb from his side and holds the orb out in front of him. The orb glows this brilliant orange, the little lights of it sort of shooting off in random directions as the stage begins to shake. Any one of you, even with Connie riding passenger, can make an Arcana check DC 20 to see if you know exactly what this orb is.
Was it that one?
That one?
I'm like, oh, pretty orb.
Nope.
Ooh! I got a dirty 20 from Sid. If I add Connie's plus, it's actually a +9. So that's a 28.
You hear a whisper from Connie being like, "Oh God, that's the orb controlling dragons.
18 plus 4.
You can control. There's the dragon. We met him at the party. He's here. There's a dragon." Sid, I can't do anything. I
got you, kid.
And that stage begins to shake. You all begin to go first, okay? Cool. And begin to perform as that stage begins to shake, and Strahd holds the orb alight.
All right.
Okay.
So, we'll kick in some music. We'll start rocking some little revolution anthem.
The 2 sunlight spells kick, right?
Yes.
Like first
supposedly
note.
we were going to talk to Pyre when Pyre came out. Would come out before
Front,
the show, right?
middle, left.
Yeah, it
right,
wasn't going to be that though. Pyre was going to use something different. Pyre was going to use,
sunlight, I think.
But was going to use.
We'll get to that in
yeah.
a second then. Everybody go ahead and give me your performance checks then.
With a 22 on that Arcana, I'm aware of that.
You know that as well.
I feed that back.
Okay.
Come on, performance check.
17.
17. Okay.
Are you kicking off the moonlight?
Give us that plan flute
Yes.
solo.
Do some moonlight.
All right, then do the as a burst of moonlight illuminates the stage, and you go into this Kenny G rockin' pan flute solo. Give me your performance at advantage, please.
All right.
What'd you get?
That is going to be a 22.
22 performance.
16.
16 performance.
24.
24 doubled to 48.
19 plus 5, 24.
24.
It's not 20, baby, for 2030.
It's 23.
Double.
I haven't zeroed my performance.
No, it's not doubled for the nat 20.
Oh wait, we have plus 3, so that's 27.
Okay.
23.
Oh, yeah.
How about this?
I got 27 as well.
I'll add 3. I'll add 6 for you, but I'll add 3 for everybody else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 plus 6 plus an extra 21.
Fantastic, cool.
Give me a performance check.
I did 23.
Okay.
My God, we're rolling.
You have found your sound. Whatever the sound is, it's this heavy, hardcore rock that is far less daunting than the death metal that Strahd is beginning to play. As that happens, though, your held actions kick off. 2 bursts of daylight.
Yes.
Begin to immediately hit this.
Yeah, 60 feet out from
120
us.
feet across by 60 feet wide.
By 60 feet. What are you doing to assist with this? I know that they're shooting out daylight, and it travels across the field and immediately incinerates some of Strahd's band. At that moment, as the sunlight catches them hard, Strahd, it slows him down a bit, but he takes it in stride. Cass does as well.
Can you cast through a familiar? Like, would Agni
If you
count?
have that as a part of an ability that a druid can have.
I'm not, because this is such a new thing with the wildfire spirit, it literally doesn't say anything about
What
casting.
spell are you looking to
Level,
cast?
You can do it, but I think it's after 6 levels.
It's because I think yours has an attack, so you can't.
That's what I'm not sure about.
What spell were you looking at?
Sunbeam.
You want to cast Sunbeam through Agni?
Yeah, I was gonna manifest him 30 feet and then cast Sunbeam through him.
I'll say this: if you do, Agni is just going to explode. Like it's going to overload that little snaky, and you're going to have to use another action to summon Agni again. If you're going to do Sunbeam, like it's going to be a one and done. That's the trade-off for you, sort of cheating the distance of this sort of thing. If you want to do that.
I'll be like, I just need you to do this just for like you literally the control of all of Barovia, and I love you so much, and I will give you so many treats after this.
Okay, there's a, and you throw Agni, and Agni's like, I regret nothing. As there's the sunlight is centered on Strahd, I imagine, like up at an angle.
It's right at Strahd.
So 2 daylight spells illuminate the stage as a burst of sunlight hits Strahd in the center of his mass.
Yeah, that is
con
Sunbeam.
save?
That is a con save of 15.
God, I love
Okay.
TNT. This is great.
He makes his save. Okay, so give me damage on this one though, because it's going to disrupt
so that
a lot.
is 60. Yeah, I don't have my glasses on. I brought my sunglasses
68.
instead of my ring. Okay.
Oh my god!
Is this
The sacrifices we make.
As you're rolling
Okay,
this,
okay.
it is Strahd's turn as half the band becomes incinerated.
Yeah, I gotta make my move. Real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Nobody really sees this, but Sid casts Mislead. So as Sid is up there singing, he's just going to continue singing, but it's actually an illusory double as an invisible Sid steps out and starts making his way over to the castle.
As you go make
So
your
the
way.
performance on the stage is going to be totally an illusory Sid.
I love this. Sid is still performing as Sid. You're heading over towards the castle.
So that's 24 points of radiant damage. Undead
Okay.
and oozes
no
have
one
disadvantage,
knows
and if
that.
they say they fail, they're blinded.
Just make sure you get the my actions depending on your actions.
Okay, he makes his save, even doing a straight roll, but he is going to take half the damage. He's not blinded by this, but you see Strahd trying to save face with his people, and it's just like the skin is starting to melt a little bit, for lack of a better word, as the concentrated sunlight and things of that sort. He actually steps in front of Cass to shield her from the majority of this, taking the brunt of the sunlight. As he holds onto that orb in front of him, he squeezes it, and the wings burst forth from the bottom of his stage on either side. There is a as the stage lifts up on the back of the dragon that you encountered at the party. The dragon is ancient in size and gigantic as the stage is lifted up, now floating up above where everybody is. This Strahd is doing what he always does, which is looking down upon his people. And the people are in awe. Everyone's just staring up at the mouth of this gigantic ancient beast of a dragon.
This is the silver dragon we met at the party.
This is the silver
first
dragon.
main guy.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
there's that guy that I met.
Yeah, that you made friends with.
That's my friend.
You're such a good friend.
Sorry,
Such
we're
good friends.
killing.
There's a 30-foot radius in dim light. There's sunlight for 30 feet off of
The
that.
dragon's movement speed takes it past beyond.
Oh no, I just mean for the creatures that were in the crowd. and
Got
stuff
it.
like that.
He's still got 3 band members that are there, but the stage begins to rise up. It is now Strahd's. That was Strahd's action. It's Cass's turn. Cass, the raven-haired woman on the stage. Yeah, gang, I'm sorry. Okay. I need a wisdom save as everybody recognizes the spell that Magnolia cast. As mass suggestion.
Shatter goes off.
At 9th level. Meaning the individuals that are affected by the spell will be affected by it for the next year
17.
of their life.
22.
Okay, failure. All of a sudden, you kneel. You stop performing and kneel on the stage. Every part of your being is struggling against this, but you kneel on your stage, paying homage to Strahd.
22.
You succeed.
4.
Furia, you kneel to Strahd. You stop playing and look up at this monstrosity that is floating above you as the entirety of the crowd amongst you begins to kneel down towards Strahd aboard this dragon.
With my holy symbol, could I potentially get that advantage? Question mark?
Can I?
I mean, it's all the vampire stuff.
Not yet.
Oh no.
Sid continues singing.
Sid is
Completely
unaffected
unfazed.
by this
Has no.
this spell.
Wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save.
24.
You succeed.
12.
You hate this more than anyone, and they have no idea why. Because you made a promise, and you kneel on the ground towards Strahd.
Teeth just grinning the entire time.
As the majority of the audience is kneeling, looking up at this gigantic dragon form up towards him, as you watch as Archie is going to have to call it. As the majority of the audience is paying homage and looking up towards this thing. I'm going to give you each one more round here as we go to one round of actions each, with the majority of the audience kneeling for Strahd, therefore paying homage to this epic battle of the bands ending. As all of you will have one action this next go round. My people that are kneeling towards Strahd, you cannot perform, but you still have an action, as long as it does not require movement of any sort.
Shit.
You can throw something, you can cast something.
But it can't be anything against Strahd.
It can be against Strahd. All Strahd's instructions were from Mass Suggestion were kneel and pay homage.
How far away is the dragon?
He's got to hold concentration.
How far away is Strahd?
Strahd is up on the stage, floating above the ground. I will be generous here and say that he is a 60-foot diagonal line.
How far away is the dragon?
The dragon itself is also 60 feet. The stage is on top of the dragon.
I would like to cast polymorph at the dragon to turn him into a leprechaun.
Okay.
It's a stupid idea!
What's the save?
He hates
We love stupid
I mean,
ideas.
it's a wisdom save of
Great idea.
15, but like, it's a desperation.
I have
Polymorph too, so it's not that stupid.
Dragons are pretty wisdom though.
I
They're
know,
pretty
but
wisdom.
I want to try to turn him into
It's
a
like a
leprechaun.
plus 11 naturally or something like that.
I'm saying
Okay.
you try your
I tried.
damnedest, and sure enough, you reach out and like that magic hits the dragon in the dragon's face.
Hey, it's me! We met at the party! You were a good friend.
I will kill you last.
Oh, thank you!
Yeah. Everybody else.
So you said you can't use your movement speed?
No. You are kneeling.
And he's how many feet away?
He is 60 feet away.
So
You have your holy symbol. You
I
could
do.
entreat your
I
god
also
or goddess.
have,
What's everybody else doing?
I have Misty Step,
You do have Misty Step.
so I can at least get 30 feet closer.
You could.
So I want to get 30 feet closer,
Okay.
and I want to grab my holy symbol, and with my holy symbol I can do sunlight, and as an action, so he's 30 feet,
He's up in the air.
so I can go 30 feet.
You want to transport yourself like 30 feet up in the air with your holy symbol outstretched. This is going to hurt.
And that's okay.
Okay. You transport yourself
Yep.
30 feet in the air, holding onto your holy symbol.
Yep.
God, give me a D100, buddy. The goal here is to roll underneath your level here. You are entreating your goddess to intervene here.
Yep.
I will give you 2 rolls at this,
This
okay?
is the-
What is your current level right now?
So I am a level 10.
You need to roll a 10 or under on a D100 roll to basically get the Raven Queen's attention to come down and help you in this situation. What's the first?
The first one is...
That's a 3.
Yeah, that's a 3.
That's literally a 3! Yeah! I'm looking right at it. That's a 3. Come look at it.
Don't
touch. Put your hands in the air.
I see the double 0.
You motherfucker.
Chris!
You do this
bastard.
every damn time.
I don't.
It's funny because I was also going to do the same thing.
At least he didn't banish it.
Banishment would have been crazy. I feel like, do you have banishment?
We're gonna have like.
I have a history of every time I use banish it works.
Okay.
And both TDs don't like each other.
Chris, for a split second, Ironwood is in this space, and you are back in the darkness that you were in before you were transformed into a tree.
Sure.
You're in your original body, your original form. And before you is a beautiful woman with long raven hair with this white alabaster mask obscuring her face. She looks down at you and she smiles and she goes, "My beautiful boy, my beautiful tortured boy. I am your queen, and I protect the realm of life and death, and there is no more perverted curse on that hold than the Baron von Strahd. You call my name, and my beautiful, beautiful boy, I'm here to answer. What is your pressing need, child?"
I have 2 things, but one of them is what I really need.
What do you need?
I need them to be protected and safe, and from Strahd at all. Period. Gone.
She looks at you and she goes, "You don't belong here."
I've never have. And you know that.
Beautiful, broken boy. Lucky for you, I collect broken things. And she comes forward and kisses you on the top of your forehead. As that happens, Ironwood screams. Not the sound of tortured, not the sound of pain, but unmitigated, unfiltered joy. Ironwood is laughing maniacally, so much so that Strahd and the dragon turn their heads to look down as Ironwood looks over at all of you, smiling wide, as the tree bark begins to ignite. Catching ablaze, catching on fire. You all smell the smell of burnt wood.
I didn't do that.
As the fire travels up his body, and as that happens, the pieces of ironwood begin to fly off of him. As very quickly, you see a golden-haired cat come over and take what appears to be like a small halfling or a gnome by the hand and walks them away from this scene. As your bodies are encompassed in this bark skin made of living sunlight. Sunlight infuses your body as ironwood vanishes. Strahd is taken aback as all of you look down at your clothing, all of it imbued with the scent of the earth and the woods, and the feeling of ironwood looking over you at the circus. But all of your armor has been replaced with this gleaming, glittering, golden firewood that smells of comfort and home, a reassuring presence even here in Barovia that infuses your body and soul with sunlight. What that means is, how I'm going to interpret this, anytime any of you take damage from a creature that has an issue with radiant damage, however much damage they do to you, they will immediately take radiant damage in kind if it is a melee attack, as your entire bodies have been infused with sunlight at this point. Ironwood is gone.
fire just has a 40 and is just pouring it out.
Okay.
Can I say something on the microphone?
Yeah.
Hey, a beautiful, majestic, incredible silver dragon. You're carrying Strahd literally on your back, aren't you? Aren't you? I don't know. Better than that of being his beast of burden.
I will say, you can say this. He's not going to react because you've already polymorphed or tried to polymorph.
I did.
So while you're kind of screaming this into the mic, what is everybody else doing at this moment to kick things off? Ophelia.
I would like to throw a guiding bolt at Strahd.
Give me an attack roll, please.
That is a 16 plus 8, 24.
A 16 plus 8, 24.
I should have said, although you can see that I clicked on the screen, I said guiding bolt. It was a 4th level guiding bolt. Is that like? But she can.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fine. That's fine. Give me damage, please.
Okay. And that is
strength saving throw to stay on top of the dragon. That's a 2. Oh no!
I mean, he can fly, so.
Yeah, but he's got to cast it, which is going to drop the mass suggestion.
I have something I want to do too.
Yeah, that's part of it.
All right, guiding bolt goes flying out as Strahd looks down, and Ophelia, you gather up all the anger and all the sunlight and seeing your buddy Ironwood disappear and send that guiding bolt shooting up towards the sky. What are you doing as that guiding bolt leaves?
She just goes, Coppery, be with me, and she shoots a fireball, and
she's at advantage on that.
Well, it's fireball.
Fireball is a dex save, so it's not gonna. I will grant him this. You're gonna set the dragon, the stage, all of it on fire.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna go at Strahd, and the last second it turns and hits the stage.
Okay. Oh, then there's no save. You pull it to the side. There's a fireball that goes twirling out of her fingers, and as it does, it's going too wide, and all of you see really quick a spectral beetle come running in from the sky and sort of push the fireball right to where it's supposed to go. As the fireball hits the stage, and the beetle's like, and then just goes skittering off into the sky as that fireball ignites. The stage is now on fire. As the people at Barovia are like, should we still be kneeling here? As the dragon screams out in pain, and Strahd is trying to control the situation.
Sid is going to cast Raoul Thim's Psychic Lance on the dragon. It's an intelligence save of DC 17, and if it fails, it is incapacitated, which means it will drop to the ground.
That's a 2 on the first. It gets advantage on this. What is the save?
17.
He gets a 15. Even at advantage.
So he's going to take 7d6 psychic damage. Let's roll it.
The dragon flips. All of a sudden, the fire is too much as from out of nowhere, this lance of energy flies across the sky, and everyone sees in slow motion as this thing hits the dragon in the temple, and the eyes of the dragon roll back in its head as Strahd screams out just this guttural no, and begins to like pour energy into the dragon, hands grasping the stage which is already on fire and things of that sort, and screaming out in pain as this dragon is now. Basically, the scene is there's a band playing on the top of a dragon. The dragon is now flipped. The stage is on fire, and it's crashing into the ground towards your stage. That dragon is dive bombing towards the stage.
Illusory Sid is going to step up in front of it.
I'm making off the stage.
No, Maddox is going to stand there. He is going to cast Major Image.
Major Image?
Major Image, and have the biggest and gnarliest and the most death-like portal just open up at the backdrop of the stage. Give Big Man an entrance.
Okay. A few things happen all at once. It's diving towards the stage. As that happens, Strahd's hold over the mass suggestion begins to wane, giving you all control over your bodies. Are we leaving the stage?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're leaving.
Grabbing Esmeralda.
Esmeralda's leaving. Terry.
And probably grabbing a Furious.
A Fury, you have to grab her on the body and drag off, and she's like, fancy pants! And she's like screaming, shooting spells off. Like, you're having to drag her kicking and screaming off the stage. It's like, a Fury is letting loose a string of curse words that she has learned just being in the party's presence.
Pyre's so proud.
Sounds like, all right.
As Cass looks down at Sid flipping the bird as the dragon is about to crash into the stage, Cass looks over at Strahd, who's concentrating on this, and reaches into Strahd's head, pulls out a silver thread, takes the thread and strums it. As that happens, Strahd looks in time to see her, and Cass stares as all of you are treated to this image. Imagine this scene, the dragon and the stage all colliding down as a lich walks out of a gigantic portal at the back of the stage with arms outstretched towards the dragon and Strahd as time slows and an image plays in front of you all like an old-timey fashioned movie. Strahd constantly dying over and over. Heroes from different realms coming forward, individuals of different makes killing Strahd over and over and over again. A book titled Curse of Strahd flipped open as Strahd stares at the book as hero after hero kills him, and Strahd pours through tomes, looking at books, and all of you are watching this, even those of you running away in slow motion are looking back to watch this scene unfolding. So Strahd does what all of the liches have been doing for years. He decides to divide his power. And he starts with a boy. He takes the small boy and he's able to separate the boy into the evil side of him. As Terry goes, "That's me." As you see Piddlewick and a younger Terry separated. The good and evil. But it's not enough. So Strahd consults tome after tome after tome, perfecting it over time, working alongside the abbot until eventually he's able to do it. 6 spells, 6 people, 6 words. 6 individuals, his body, his energy, his power split. So as long as one of them is living, he will still be alive. Doesn't matter how many heroes come, it doesn't matter how many times he dies, he will have the power to stay. Energy, you see Connie. Fear, you see Cass. Luck, you see Chance. Power, you see the tree. Base, you see Strahd. And light, you see Parnum. And Parnum getting into a fight with the Strahd side of things, grabbing the 3 children, Chance, Connie, and Cass, and ferreting them away, finding a place where they can constantly move, they can constantly run. It was never about entertaining all the masses, it was about staying on the move over and over and over again, and proof that anyone can change. Anyone can grow. And the tree is destroyed. And Parnum is destroyed. And you see this scene unfold, ripped from Strahd's head, as Strahd turns around and screams at Cass, as Cass looks down at you, your arms outstretched, and for a brief second, your arms come forward as if to embrace, as Connie takes hold, as Cass goes, "I'm sorry." And your arms come out?
Well, and the illusion, the illusory Sid that has its arms out drops and disappears. And from the back, standing atop the model of Castle Ravenloft. "I'm sorry I left you! Hey, Strahd, this is what's gonna happen to your little castle, you broken little bitch," and he buckles the button, and as Testament comes in to he jumps on it, and
now's your time.
Connie, not Sid, is the one who destroys Castle Ravenloft. As the castle explodes, the spell holding its people dissipates as people go screaming away from the grounds. Strahd looks over confused as Cass wraps her arms around him, hugging him as they get closer and closer. As the Lich outstretches their hand, the dragon crashes into the ground, skidding to a halt. Cass pushing him forward towards the Lich as the Lich's hands come outward, each grabbing Cass and Connie by the neck and casting Disintegrate right into the base of the neck. Cass and Connie. Cass is destroyed. Connie, you watch from afar and she makes eye contact with you before she goes. And Strahd, with a confused look on his face, is destroyed by the Lich.
I told you I'd come for you.
As the Lich gives a sigh and a breath and disappears. As Strahd disappears.
Cassidy's gone and Strahd's gone.
There's silence. Archie flitters over and the crack above the sky begins to meld, closing, as the area around begins to lighten, as sunlight breaks through the clouds of Barovia.
Chance, are you...
Chance comes running over towards you, wraps you in a big hug.
I knew it. I knew there was still good in her. I knew that she wasn't... But now, is she gone?
It's all right. It's all right. Look what you did.
But at what cost, though?
We made a choice. And it's going to be all right. The sun is out in... The tabaxi falls from the sky and slams into the ground. As Strahd stands up from it, holding Cheshire at arm's length.
Oh no.
This is how you did it. Every damn time. This is how you did it. This is my realm. So no more games. No more second chances. No more coming back. Your 9 lives are up. Chesh vanishes. And so do any chances of resurrecting. As the kid gloves are off, you all take a level up.
Yeah, we do.
As we have entered the Curse of Strahd endgame.
Oh
These are your characters. This is your level. No more coming back. And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode. For the next few weeks, we are in Strahd endgame territory.
Come on, Beckman.
You are coming into it. You will not be coming back. Once you die, you're good. Chesh has lost their stranglehold over death. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you all so much. Remember, you can be anything you want to be, except for Strahd. Strahd sucks. We'll catch you on the flip. Thanks for hanging out with us. Battle of the Bands, baby.